from 9:30 all the way up until tonight with some of the best action you could possibly ask for. Jaguars and Bills in London. Should be a great game. 7 hours of commercial-free football between 1 p.m. window and the 4 p.m. window. And then Sunday night football, Cowboys, 49ers. Are you ready for a great day of NFL football? You know we are here at Butt Fumble Sports. Welcome into the show, everybody. So excited to have you every single day. Before I start this show, I have a very special shout out to one Riley Elizabeth Mara. Riley Elizabeth Mara, welcome into the world. One of my best friends just had his first child. So Patrick and Kate Mara, I congratulate you on the blessing that is Riley Elizabeth Mara. Riley Elizabeth Mara, you picked a great day to come into our world because it is an NFL Sunday. So welcome into the world, and everybody else, welcome into our broadcast. We are live every single day. There is not one day of the 2023 year where Butt Fumble Sports isn't live, giving out picks, fantasy football advice, and of course, ranting about sports, because that's what we do. If you are new to the platform, new to the show, new to Butt Fumble Sports, make sure you guys hit that follow button. Whether you're watching on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, Twitter, no matter the platform you watch, no matter the platform that you join, make sure you subscribe and follow us across all of our platforms. We put out content every day, and we are live every single day. There's not one day of the year we're not live. So make sure you follow us, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and always feel free to reach out to us. Contact us on our website, buttfumblesports.com. If you want all of my bets every single day for free, every bet that I make for free is available on the SHARPZ app. All you guys have to do is hit me up on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll DM you a link, and that way you can get every bet that I make. Every parlay, game pick, player prop, all my NFL picks are available today for free on the SHARPZ app. What I like so much, because I connect my sports book, every bet that I make shows up. If you guys literally like a bet of mine, if you like a parlay of mine, for example, and you just want to tail it, there's literally a button. So if you connect your sports book, you can hit the button, the little whale's tail, and you can literally recreate my parlay in your sports book. I absolutely love it. Anyways, we're going to talk a lot of fantasy football, a lot of sports betting. How about this? Every time we hit our live goal, I'll give out a pick. Every time we hit our live goal, I'll give out a pick. So we're about 50, halfway to our live goal. So live goal, I'll give out a pick today. Doesn't matter, it could be MLB, NFL, player prop bet. We're going to be giving out picks throughout the show. So if you guys need some help with your sports betting, make sure that you hit us up, hit that like button. As well, if you just want all of my picks right now, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram, and you can get every pick that I make every single day. Okay, that's enough from me. Let's get to work, everybody. Let's give out some of these fantasy football tidbits of advice. Saquon Barkley is not playing, everybody. Saquon Barkley is not playing, so be mindful of that. Let's rip into some of these questions. We've got 4 hours of football to go, or 4 hours of show to go. Let's do it. Dermot, I think Aaron Jones is going to play, but you're going to have to keep an eye on it. McLaughlin or Gus Edwards? Joe, I'd go Gus Edwards. Joe, I'd go Gus Edwards. Thanks for the question. Rich Matthews, good morning. Ingram or Kittle? I'm going to lean slightly towards Kittle. I'm going to lean slightly towards George Kittle. Really appreciate the question. Bit of a toss-up, but I'll lean slightly towards George Kittle. Very, very close, but I'll lean towards Kittle. Thanks for the question, Rich. We just hit our live goal already, so let's give out our first pick of the day, everybody. First pick of the day. It is going to pertain to this London game. I am going to take the Buffalo Bills on the money line. Bills on the money line. Simple play. That's what I'm taking. Love that Von Miller is going to be back. Minus 235. You can put it on the board. Yes, sir. Let's get going. That's our first pick of the day. LMMLXV. I'd go DeAndre Hopkins over Christian Watson. DeAndre Hopkins over Christian Watson. Thanks so much for the question. Kate, Pittman or Wilson? Kate, I'd go Pittman. Kate, I'd go Pittman over Wilson. Thanks for the question. Brandon, Nico, James Cook, Achan, Flowers, Addison, Watson. Pick just one. If I can only pick one, I'll go Achan. Achan would be number one. Thanks so much for the question. trade Kenneth Walker for Calvin Ridley. I don't know if I do that. Ridley's value isn't as great as we thought it would be prior to the season. Kenneth Walker is showing some value there at that RB1. I'm okay with it. I'm not crazy about it. Grant Hickey 23 between Debo and Mixon. You got to go Mixon today. Mixon's got a great matchup. Lennox, great to see you. Good morning. Want to thank you again for DJ Moore. That's what we do here, giving out good fantasy advice, hopefully. Scuba Timmis, Christian Kirk or Waddle. I'm going to go Jalen Waddle. Scuba Timmis, I'm going to lean just slightly towards Jalen Waddle. If you're watching right now on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, fire in those questions. We're watching yours. We're watching your questions too. Do I think Adams will play? If not, I think Gus Edwards is a good start. So I don't know if you just want to make that swap anyways. Joseph, Ertz, or Addison for the flex. For the flex, I'll probably go Addison. For the flex, I'll go Addison. Adam, start Waddle or Olave. I would start just barely. I think I'd go with Olave. It's close. I like, if you could, I would start Jamar Chase, Waddle, and Olave. I'd start 03 if I could, Adam. Daniel, up and early for this London game. You know it. Michael Wilson or Kyron Williams? I'd probably go Michael Wilson. I'm really fading Kyron Williams today. Yo, Brecken, it's great to see you. Saints or Jets defense? Great question. I'm kind of leaning just slightly towards the Saints defense, believe it or not. I just think that Patriots offense is worth betting against. Judy or Davis? I'll probably go Gabe Davis, though I'm not crazy about it. Ben Sefrin, Ridley, JT, or Breece Hall? Ben, I'd go Breece Hall. Ben, I'd go Breece Hall. George Z, it's a bold move. Should I start Jones over Lawrence? Daniel Jones? No. Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards over Ramondre. CG, that's the right call. That's the right call. CC, I would go Cooper Kupp. It's close between Kupp and Flowers, but I would go Cooper Kupp. Thanks for the question. Mo Man, between Wilson and Thielen. I'll lean slightly towards Thielen, just barely, Mo Man. Thielen over Wilson. Michael Wilson, that is. Miaz, great to see you this morning. Miaz, I'd go CJ Stroud. Again, every time we hit our live goal, we're going to give out a pick every time when we hit our live goal on TikTok, so don't forget that live goal. Ray, Olave, or Nico? Ray, I'd go Olave. Olave over Nico Collins. Thanks for the question. Umar, Dobbs, or Rashee Rice? Ooh, very close. Umar, I might lean slightly towards Rashee Rice. It's a close play, but maybe there's more upside there. Roach King, Cowboys defense or the Green Bay Packers defense? I'll lean slightly towards the Cowboys, believe it or not. I just think with Jimmy G back, maybe the Raiders offense plays a little bit better. I feel like the Cowboys defense, you kind of know they're going to get some sacks. Appreciate all of you guys with us every single day. It is so wonderful having this great community with us. I think Zach Ertz is due, CG. I think Zach Ertz is due. I agree with you. Trade Debo for James Cook? No. I'd rather have Debo Samuel. Jacob Napolitano. Myers or Watson? Jacob, I'll lean towards Myers just barely. Very close. I've kind of been going back and forth on this. I like Watson. I like Myers. I'll lean towards Myers. I think it's close, though. B-Wine, Mixon, Swift, Kamara, Jones, Achane, Breece Hall. Pick 3. Wow, you've got a number of running backs that I really like. I'll go Breece Hall, I'll go Achane, and I'll go Mixon. Breece Hall, Achane, and Mixon would be the 3. Thanks so much for the question. Brandon Moreland, I'd go Flowers over Collins. Thanks for the question. Breece Hall and Pierce. Hideous. I'd go Breece Hall, and I might lean just slightly towards Pierce over Ramondre, but it's very close. I don't know if I feel good about that. Reynolds, Judy, Addison, Ertz. Pick 2. I'd probably go Addison and Ertz. Addison and Ertz might actually be the 2, believe it or not. Swift or Montgomery? Kate, I'd go Montgomery. Montgomery, guys, is one of my favorite plays of the day. By the way, if you guys want all of my picks every single day, just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. I'll send you a referral code and a link. You can get every bet that I make every day. Keep in mind, we will give out picks. Every time we hit our live goal on TikTok, we will give out picks. User 24, I'd go Patrick Mahomes over Tua. User 24, I'd go Patrick Mahomes over Tua. Thanks for the question. Brody and Minnie plus Khaleesi. Will Aaron Jones play? I think he will. I understand why you're a little concerned. But that said, I'm not so in love with Matt Breida in that I'd be willing to swap him in thinking he's going to get me a ton of points. So I'd ride with Aaron Jones for now. Luperio, start 2. I would start Olave. Yeah, it's really tough. I think I'd start Olave and Kamara. I don't like being doubled up on the Saints like that. CG, I totally understand what you're saying, especially since the Saints are a decent defense. Judy or Reynolds? Great question, Joseph. I'll go with Judy just because I actually think there's the better matchup slightly against the Jets, believe it or not. Tristan, Connor, or Etienne? I really like both, Tristan. I'll lean just slightly towards James Conner. It's very close, though, Tristan. I like both of them. I'll lean towards James Conner. The Bengals' run defense, everybody, is the second worst in the NFL. That's why I come out on that side of James Conner as opposed to Etienne. Bills' defense against the run, it's a top... It's actually interesting. They're middle of the pack, but I definitely like James Conner's matchup more. Wesley Beckham, I'd go C.J. Stroud. Wesley Beckham, I'd go C.J. Stroud. C.G. Vayner, I'd go Michael Thomas. C.G. Vayner, I'd go Michael Thomas. Thanks for the question, and thank you guys for watching. If you haven't done so already, hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, no matter the platform you're watching on. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Make sure you follow us. Make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get a bunch of new followers today. Let's build this Butt Fumble Sports community. Tyler Boyd or Josh Reynolds, I'd go Tyler Boyd. Colin, I'd go Tyler Boyd. N. Adams, 88, I'd go Kirk. N. Adams, 88, I'd go Kirk over Dobbs. Dented, I'd go Jacoby Myers over Tank. Dented, I'd go Jacoby Myers over Tank. Thanks for the question. Eric Villa, I'd go Jordan Addison. Eric Villa, I'd go Addison over Tank Dell. Is Devontae Adams playing Monday? George, we're still holding our breath on that one. We'll have to see. User 4242. Really tough here. Because it's a PPR, I might lean slightly towards Puka. It's close. I like Breece Hall in the non-PPR situation. Between Breece Hall and Puka, I really like both of them. I'll lean slightly, I think, towards Breece Hall for the moment. But because the PPR, it has me I'm kind of caught. I lean towards Breece Hall, but it's very close. KJ Osborne, Van Jefferson, or Gerald Everett for the flex. Well, you'll be lucky to know that Gerald Everett's not playing because he's on the Chargers. So really, it's between Osborne and Van Jefferson. I'll probably go KJ Osborne, Tanisha. Tanisha Johnson, I'll lean slightly towards Osborne. Appreciate all of you guys joining us. Make sure you hit that follow button. By the way, if we have any moderators in the chat, if any of our moderators are up and in the show, feel free to pin the tweet of those that contribute to the show. We always try and focus on those first. We prioritize those that contribute to the show first. User 5787, we go Flowers. Jensen, great to see you. Thanks for using our logo and these emotes. I appreciate you. Which two would I pick? I pick Hopkins and Ayuk. Jensen, I'd go Hopkins and Ayuk. I'm not crazy about Ayuk, but between Ayuk and Davis, maybe I lean slightly towards Ayuk, Jensen, but I love Hopkins. Hopkins is definitely the one I'm playing. Thanks so much for the question. Who should I start at the flex, Ertz or Zay Jones? I'll go with Ertz, just barely. Jack's got a question. Tua or Lamar, Christian or Flowers? I'll go Lamar and wow. I don't really want to double up on him, so I'll go Tua and Flowers. Jack, I'll go Tua and Flowers. Zach, I'd go Tyler Boyd. Zach, I'd go Boyd over Addison and Williams. Keegan Gaspard, I would go Wilson and Tank Dell. I do not think Jonathan Taylor has a good first day. So, Keegan, I'm not big on Jonathan Taylor today. He's the odd man out. Thanks so much for the question, Keegan. Hope you're having a great Sunday morning. Raw, I'd go Jacoby Myers. I'd go with Jacoby Myers over Jamison Williams. Thanks for the question. Austin Barrett, Goddard or Laporta? Austin Barrett, I lean slightly towards Laporta, just barely. Thanks so much for the question. Reaper Sis 19. I'd go Matt Stafford over Goff. Reaper Sis, I'd go Matt Stafford over Goff. Thanks for the question. Appreciate you being with us. B Price 9759. B Price, between Flowers and Addison, I'd go with Zay Flowers. B Price 9759. I'd go Zay Flowers over Jordan Addison. Thanks for being with us. Isaiah Bolin, Mostert or Collins? I gotta go with Mostert. He's the hot hand right now. I'd go with Mostert. Good matchup against that Giants run defense. Emilio, Hopkins or Hollywood Brown? I actually like both of these guys today. I haven't most of the season, but today I do. I'd go D-Hop. I'd go with D-Hop. Jay, between Gabe Davis and Tutu, close one for me, but with Cooper Kupp back, I'll lean towards Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis over Tutu, Jay. Thanks so much for supporting the show. Sack, George Kittle or Laporta, very close sack. I'm going to go with Laporta just barely. Very, very close, though. Huncho, Olave or Thielen. Huncho, I'd go Olave. Huncho, I'd go Olave. Again, to all those moderators out there, feel free to pin the tweet or pin the comment of anyone who has contributed, any subscribers. I want to make sure we prioritize those, so here for it. Tang 99, I'd go with Mostert. Tang 99, I'd go with Mostert. He's got the much better matchup. Again, by the way, when we hit our live goal on TikTok, we will be giving out more picks, NFL picks, player prop bets, MLB playoff picks. So if you guys want picks for free, that's a way we can get them out during the show. If you guys want all of my bets, all right now, if you don't want to wait around, just DM me on Instagram, everybody. DM me on Instagram. I share all of my picks for free through the SHARPZ app. The SHARPZ app sponsors the show. You can see all of my bets for free every single day. You can follow, you can fade. DM me on Instagram, Butt Sports on Instagram if you want every pick that I make every day. Great to have you guys with us. We have our Sunday London game kicking off in about 13 minutes. So we will keep an eye on that one as well. CG, you're totally good. But my wide receivers are Dante, Diggs, Allen, Puka. CG, that's a little too long for us right now. I appreciate the question, though. Chris B, Ridley or Higbee? I'd go Ridley. Chris B, I would go Ridley. Flex, I'd go with the Saints defense. It's close, but I'll go Saints defense. Aiden, Thielen or Dell? Aiden, I'd go Thielen. Jake, between Russell Wilson and Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to lean towards Trevor Lawrence, though I don't feel great about it. Chris, Lawrence or Dobbs? Ooh, really tough. I'll go Lawrence, but I don't feel great about it. Would I start Tony Pollard? Jackson? Yes, I would. I would start Tony Pollard. Cam, start Cooper Kupp? Yes, I would. I really like Cooper Kupp today, actually. Jordan Enlow, between Flowers and Kirk. I'm going to go Zay Flowers. Puka, Kupp, or Nico Collins. I'll go with the two wide receivers of the Rams. I'd go with Puka, and I'd go with Cooper Kupp. Again, guys, when we hit our live goal on TikTok Live, I'm going to give out another pick. Otherwise, if you want all of my picks right now, just like Mike Morris just got access to all of my picks. I just DM'd him right now. Brian, between Stafford and Trevor Lawrence, I'd go Matt Stafford. Brian, between Stafford and Lawrence, I'd go Stafford. Mac, 49ers or Lions defense? Mac, M-A-K, I'd go with the Lions defense. I really like Aiden Hutchinson to get a sack today. I'd go Lions defense over the 49ers. And I'd go Puka. Over Kyron Williams. Thanks for the question. Austin Barrett. Between the Bills and the Jets, I'll go with the Jets defense. The Bills could have a good day, but I'll trust that the Jaguars, having already been in London, play a better offensive game than ultimately the Broncos will. So I'd go Jets defense. Austin Barrett, I'd go Jets defense. Ross, would it be dumb to play Puka and Kupp? Nope, not dumb at all, Ross. I actually think it's a good play. Playing both of those wide receivers for the Rams is a good play today, actually. Thumbs up, Flowers or Nico Collins? I'd go Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers over Nico Collins. Thanks for the question. Mirhad, Ravens defense good? I think they're a decent play today. Yep. Aiden McCogue, Zay Flowers, D-Hop, or Pacheco at the flex. Wow, really tough. I want to say Flowers, but I actually think D-Hop is the best play. I'll go with D-Hop. We have just hit our live goal. Thank you guys so much for helping me hit my live goal. By the way, already giving out more picks. If you guys, again, want all of my picks and you don't want to wait for us to hit our live goal throughout the show, just DM me on Instagram like Fit43XTrader or Alexander. I just sent you guys some links. But we're going to give out another pick right now for you guys because we just hit our live goal. And every time we hit our live goal, I am going to give out a pick today. That's a promise for you guys. So the next pick that I'm going to give out is going to be Chiefs and Vikings. And I took the over on that one. Want to make sure we're giving it out to you at the best possible price. So we use our Outlier app right here. Check out the over. It's set at 52.5. I would actually take the over 52.5. but I'd also take that at a number of different spots. I'd write that down. I'd multi-purpose that. So I'd be over 51.5. I'd be over 50.5. So I'd be on this kind of multiple ways. I really like the Chiefs, Vikings going over that total today. See a really high-scoring game in Minnesota between those two offenses. I think the Chiefs obviously ultimately win. I'll tack that one on here as well. Chiefs on the money line. Kind of an obvious play in my estimation. Maybe the Vikings pull off an upset. You never know. But at minus 188, I'll definitely take it. So we've already given out a bunch of picks for you guys to get you guys going. Again, if you don't want to wait around for the live goal to be hit and you just want to get all of my picks right now, DM me on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. Now, I won't answer fantasy football questions on Instagram right now because we're already doing enough of that. But plenty of opportunities for you guys to get my picks every single day. Let's get back to answering your fantasy questions. Brody and Minnie, I'd go with, I'd go Tank Dell. I don't trust Breida. I'd go Tank Dell. Damian Lopez, I'd go Matthew Stafford. Damian Lopez, I'd go Stafford over Lawrence. Thanks for the question. Olave, Zay Flowers, or Breece Hall. Dylan, I'd go Breece Hall. I love all three, but I'd go Breece Hall just barely. Once Upon a Birdie, I'd go Drake London, but I hate it. Once Upon a Birdie, I would go Drake London. Zach, I'd go Mostert. Zach, I'd go Mostert over Pacheco. Isaiah Bolin, I'd go Pittman over Nico Collins. Brody V, should I play Aaron Jones on Monday night or Rashee Rice? Little worried about Jones. I understand that. Rashee Rice probably is a safer play, though I really like Jones's matchup. Parth the Patel. I have Chase, Olave, Ridley. I've got Flowers and Ayuk on the bench. Who do I start? I'd start Chase, Olave, and Flowers. Chase, Olave, and Flowers would be the three. Jonathan Taylor or Waddle? Liam, I'd go Waddle. Jonathan Taylor on a snap count, facing a good run defense, I'd go Waddle. Cody Terry. Between Christian Watson and Drake London, I'd go Christian Watson. Cody Terry, I'd go Christian Watson. Hunter, I don't trust Jonathan Taylor today. Snap count, that already kind of hinders the production he could get, but the Tennessee Titan run defense is one of the best in the NFL. Parth Patel, I answered you. Chase, Olave, and Flowers. Chase, Olave, and Flowers would be the three. Thanks for the question. Sonia, hope you're having a good morning, Sonia. Sonia, I would go Hopkins and Flowers. Sonia, I would go with DeAndre Hopkins and Zay Flowers, and I would bench Calvin Ridley. Casey Hernandez, 4444. I would go with James Conner over Nico Collins. So Casey Hernandez, I would go with James Conner over Nico Collins. Thanks for joining us this morning. Aiden, between Waddle and Puka, it's very close. I'll go with Puka, Aiden. I don't feel great about it, but really the reason I say that, Eagles' pass defense has been bad, and I think the Rams are going to have to rely on the passing game, where with the Dolphins, Waddle's going to get his points, but you have the running game, you have Tyreek Hill, a lot of other mouths to feed in the Dolphins' offense, so I'll lean slightly towards Puka, Aiden, but really torn on this one. Tronks is asking a player prop bet question about Trevor Lawrence. Let's look at that one really quick since we only have about 5 minutes before that game gets started. Trevor Lawrence, we're looking at overall passing attempts, and if we were to look at passing attempts, the under is the better play. The under appears to be the better play. The under has the better implied probability. The over has cashed in 4 of the last 6 games, but if we look at this, it's too bad. If we look at this on the road, this is only cashed once. I like the under. Tronks, I'd go Trevor Lawrence under 36.5 passing yards. He has only cashed on the road once. This is only cashed once on the road. That was against the Chiefs in January. I prefer to take the under in this game. I would take Trevor Lawrence under 36.5 passing yards. Thanks so much for the question. Puka or Olave? Isaiah Bolin, I'd go Puka. Is Christian Kirk a decent play? Yes, he is. Dylan, Olave or Nico Collins? Dylan, I'd go Olave. Dylan, I would go with Olave. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe, whether you're watching on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, YouTube. Make sure you're a part of this amazing growing community. T-Coates09, I'll lean slightly towards Kittle. Thoughts on Thielen? I do like Thielen this week. SB, start 2 of 3. SB, I'd start Ridley and Dobbs. Tyler Tackett. I'll go Kirk Cousins just barely. Tyler Tackett, I'll go Kirk Cousins barely over CJ Stroud. Jake Carney. Between Henry, Mixon, Montgomery, and Achane, man, I love all four. I love your running backs. All 5 of your running backs are going to have great days. So I don't think you can necessarily have a bad pick here. But Jake, I'd go Montgomery. Montgomery would be my second running back. I hope you put another running back at the flex. Waller or Ferguson. Here's the problem. Look, I actually think Waller's the better play. The problem is we've seen that Cowboys offense, or we've seen that offense right now from the Dolphins. It's been pretty poor. Waller's the better play though. Pick 2, Bijan, Hunter Henry, Hall, or Kamara. Bro Joe Mack. I'll go Bijan and I'll go Breece Hall. I like Derrick Henry a lot too, so it's close. But I'll go Bijan and Hall for now. C. Stafford. I'll go Zay Flowers. C. Stafford. I'll go Flowers over Ridley. Thanks for the question. Rushi Patel. 2 of 3, please. I would go with Pacheco. I'd go with Kamara, and I'd go Jones. The problem is Jones going to be healthy? We don't know, but I'd rather have Jones, Kamara, and Pacheco. I don't like James Cook that much. Jared, I don't like Miles Sanders today, guys. Miles Sanders is facing the best run defense in the NFL in the Detroit Lions. I'm fading Miles Sanders pretty hard today. T. Cox, pick 1. I probably like Ertz the most. It's close, though, just because tight end versus wide receivers. 2-2. Ferguson or Goddard? I'd go Goddard. 2-2, I'd go Goddard. Please, Debo or Calvin Ridley, quickly. Name is Tony. Tony, because of Debo, I prefer Debo, but I don't know if he's going to be a full go healthy. I'm a little bit worried about that. I'll say Calvin Ridley for that reason. Stevenson or McLaughlin? I'd go Ramondre Stevenson over McLaughlin. Colin Hamilton. Here's the issue I'm having. 49ers injury report. I got to see, is Debo Samuel healthy? If Debo Samuel is healthy, guys, I would play Debo Samuel. He's not on the injury report. He's on the injury report for the ribs. And that's what has me worried. Ribs and a knee. That's what has me concerned right now. So I don't like Drake London. I'd rather go Debo. Colin, I'll say Debo, but you might need to have a backup plan in place just in case. Burner account 3. I would go, wow. Burner account, I'd go Wilson, and I'd go Josh Reynolds. I'd rather have Josh Reynolds. I don't know what I'm getting from Jameson Williams, so I'd rather not take the chance. Joseph, I'd go Chase. Midwest Juice, I'd go Boyd. I'd go Tyler Boyd. Braxton, I'd go Rashee Rice over Tank Dell. Steven Carullo, I'd go Christian Kirk. If Debo's healthy, I'd go Debo, Garrett. But I don't like Hunter Henry as the flex. I really don't like that. The Tanner Bice. I'd go Jacoby Myers. Tanner Bice, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Thoughts on Debo? We just talked about it. Really worried about his health status. T Coates 09, I'd go Warren. Bro Joe Mack, Ski Terp is right. On this one, I go Laporta. Look, I like Waller more than Ferguson just because I'm a little bit worried about that matchup between Ferguson and the 49ers defense. Laporta, though, with no Amon-Ra St. Brown, with no Jahmyr Gibbs, I think he gets a lot of targets. I think he's a really important part of the Lions offense today. I like Laporta a lot today. Joseph, Achane, Kamara, or Williams, pick 2. I'd go Achane and Kamara. Joseph, I'd go Achane and Kamara. Thanks, guys, for joining us. If I've answered your question, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a member of this great community. Riley, Ayuk, or Taylor? I would go with Ayuk for now. I just don't trust Taylor right now. That's the reason I'm going in that direction. Again, guys, if you want all of my bets and you don't want to wait for us to hit our live goal, just hit me up on Instagram. I give out my picks for free every single day on the SHARPZ app. So if you want all of my picks for NFL Sunday or the playoffs, MLB playoffs, just DM me on Instagram. I'm not going to answer fantasy questions on Instagram. I know a couple of you guys hit me up there. I won't answer them there because I'm obviously live on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick right now. But if you want all of my sports bets, all of my NFL picks, and you don't want to wait for us to hit our live goal, just DM me on Instagram. I'll share a link, referral code. You can see every bet that I make, every pick, parlay, player prop bet, everything, all available to you guys for free. Is AJ or Tutu droppable in a 12-man sweaty league? I would probably drop Tutu right now. I'd keep AJ Dillon just because I'm worried about Aaron Jones' health. Maybe you don't worry about that because you don't need it, but Jorge's asked about Tua Tagovailoa passing touchdowns. Let's take a quick look at that. Tua Tagovailoa passing touchdowns. We also do help you guys out with player prop bets if you guys want. So here we go. Let's take a quick look. Tua Tagovailoa on passing touchdowns. So on passing touchdowns, it's 2.5. I don't like it at 2.5. So that answers the question right there, Jorge. I'm not seeing it at 1.5. I'm seeing it at 2.5. I don't like that. I don't like the 2.5. So I would not take this. I would not take the 2.5. Wouldn't play it. Nope. Not interested in it. Pick one. Breida, Madison, or Najee. Man, Isaiah Bolin. I hate all three. I'd probably go Najee, but I hate all three. Bro Joe Mack. I'd go Montgomery. Bro Joe Mack. I'd go with Montgomery. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate you guys being with us. Jacob McCabe. Puka and Saquon for Amon-Ra St. Brown and Kenneth Walker. I would do that. I would do that. Gregory Goldberg. I'd go Hollywood Brown. Gregory Goldberg. I'd rather have Marquise Hollywood Brown than Madison. Appreciate the question. By the way, guys, we do have NFL football getting underway as the kickoff in London is just about to happen, or just did. I'm going to pull up my Fubo right now. JDG. I'd go Stevenson just barely. JDG. I'd go Stevenson just barely. Fabian. Hope you're having a great day, Fabian. I'd go Mostert over Williams. I do not like Kyren Williams today, guys. Kyren Williams is not a play that I like. So if you guys are thinking about Kyren Williams, I would avoid that one today. He has a really, really tough matchup. That is not a play I'd go with. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you hit that follow button, no matter the platform, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. Make sure you hit that follow button. Again, we will give out a pick every time we hit our live goal. If you don't want to wait, just DM me on Instagram. I give out all my picks for free. Reaper Sis, I go Olave. Jeremy D, I really don't like either running back today. Maybe I go with Sanders just because I think he's going to get more opportunities with the ball. But Jeremy D, I don't like Taylor or Sanders for today at least. TJ Lowe, I'd go Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow over Jared Goff. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you hit that follow button. User 7565. Trade Algier and Hollywood Brown for Madison and White. No. User 7565. No, I would not do that trade. CDM Tricks. I kind of like Tony. Look, I think Wilson's probably the safer play. Breed is probably the safest. But CDM Tricks, I like Tony today. I would take a chance on him. Flappo 328. I like Higbee and Ertz. I like both of them. I'll lean slightly towards Ertz, but it's close. Flappo 328. I actually like both of those tight ends today, but I'll lean just slightly towards Ertz. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. Mostert or Stevenson, I'd go with Mostert. Michael Hayes, I'd go with Mostert. CDM, I thought you would. It comes down to choosing three. I would go with Rice. I'd go with Pickens and Judy. Rice, Pickens, and Judy, Lethal Jake. Anthony Mendez, I'd go Tyler Boyd. Thanks for the question. Oh, just dropped my soda, which means it's going to explode when I open it. Speaking of which, soda. Trade Tua and Waddle for Purdy and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Soda, absolutely not. I'd rather have Tua and Waddle, and it's not close, actually. Burrow or Richardson. Doc, I'd go Richardson. Doc, I would go Richardson just barely. D-Hop or Thielen. Giuliano, I'd go with D-Hop. I'd go with DeAndre Hopkins over Thielen. Mims or Atwell. It's the one day I'd probably make that decision. And not too many opportunities to get D-Hop in the lineup and me feel good about it. Kobe, I'd go Dobbs. Over Daniel Jones. Josh, I'm not crazy about Tank Dell against the Falcons. I think it's an okay play, but I'm not crazy about it. Mason, Michael Thomas or Michael Thomas? I go Michael Thomas. Appreciate you guys being with us. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that follow button. Again, when we hit our live goal, we will give out a pick. We give out a pick every time we hit our live goal. If you don't want to wait for it, just DM me on Instagram. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll give out all my picks today for free. Like I do every day, because I give out my picks every single day. There's actually not one day I don't give out my picks for free, thanks to the SHARPZ app. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Just DM me there. Effin' rookie. Thanks so much, Mo. Thanks so much for the confetti, Mo. That's awesome. Effin' rookie. I'd go Flowers, and I'd go Rice. I'm worried about Debo's health, effing rookie. If Debo was a full go, I'd go with him. But I go Flowers and Rice. Flowers and Rice. Juan, thanks so much, Juan. The Bear Thorn. Pick one. Bear Thorn, I'd go Jamar Chase. Thanks for the question. Rich. I'd go Pollard and Kamara just because I'm worried about Jones. I wish I could go with Jones, Rich, but the injury has me a little bit worried. That's why I'm going Kamara and Pollard. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate you guys being with me every single day. If you haven't done so, hit that follow button, everybody. By the way, we just dropped our picks for a bunch of folks over here on Instagram. So Tom, him, Arcash, you just got all of my picks. You can too. If you guys want my picks, just DM me on Instagram. I'll give them out for free like we do every day. Devin, I'd go Dallas Goedert. Devin Rayo, I'd go Dallas Goedert. Rich, really appreciate you joining the show. Great to see you this morning, buddy. Franco, pick one. I'd go Boyd over JT. Franco, I'd go Boyd over JT. John Lopez, I'd go Garrett Wilson. I do like Bijan on an anytime touchdown. That was a great call. Lucas, I'd go David Montgomery. Over Kyron Williams. Guys, we just hit our live goal, which means we have another pick that we have to give out. Every time we hit our live goal, we give out a pick. Again, if you don't want to wait for the live goal and you just want all of my picks, DM me on Instagram and I give them out right away. Otherwise, we will give out a pick every time we hit our live goal. So we're going to give out another one right now. You can see all my picks on the screen. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see all the picks that I've already given out. Let's give out a player prop bet, everybody. I'm going to give out this player prop bet. Let's go for it. I'm going to go with, I mentioned this a moment ago, I'll go Bijan Robinson, and I will take over 3.5 receptions. Over 3.5 receptions for Bijan Robinson. I'm getting it at minus 166. So, giving out another player prop bet. We are giving out Bijan Robinson over 3.5 receptions, everybody. Over 3.5 receptions. If you guys are looking for player prop bets, we have a lot of them. DM me on Instagram. You can get access to every pick that I make. Just like Cam. Cam, I just sent you the referral code in the link. Again, every time we hit our live goal, we will give out another pick today. Could be a player prop bet, could be an NFL pick, could be an MLB game pick. Every time we hit our live goal, we're going to give that out. Let's get back to your fantasy questions. William, I'd rather go Debo, but I'm worried about his health, so just monitor it. But I really wish you could go with Debo Samuel. That would be the one I prefer. By the way, guys, again, I'm not going to answer fantasy questions on Instagram, just giving out the referral code and link for my sports bets. Peyton Mill. I'd go Mixon and Myers. Peyton Mill, out of the group you named, the two I'd go with are Mixon and Myers over Dell, Collins, and Dobb. I'd go Mixon and Myers over Dell, Collins, and Dobb. So Peyton Mill, Mixon, and Myers would be the two. Dakota Perry, I hope you could still get Allen in there. I think he's already kicked off, so it's going to be a little tough right now. But if you could, I think I'd rather go Josh Allen just barely. Cousins is a fine start if you didn't get it in time. Dennis, I go Sanders, but I don't like either one of them, Dennis. Not a good matchup for you, I got to admit. Not a good day for either one. JT on the snap count, don't like that. Really don't like Sanders either. Najee or Aaron Jones, really tough. If Aaron Jones is a full go, I prefer him, but it's a tricky one. Got to watch out for his health. Start Wan'Dale Robinson only if you're in a must-pinch situation. Mateo, I'd go Dobbs over Goff. Dobbs over Goff. Great question. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Leave Watson in for the flex or find someone else. John Hoover, I'd leave Christian Watson. ID Maggio, I'd go Joe Burrow. ID Maggio, I'd go with Joe Burrow. Thanks so much for the question. Lethal Jake. Oh, I already got you, Lethal Jake. Okay. Dylan, I'd go Richardson. I'd go with Richardson. Nate Williams, I'm going to lean slightly towards Tua. Nate, I take that back. Nate Williams, I'm going to go Lamar. Nate Williams, I'm going to go Lamar. I'm flip-flopping. M. Mills, I'd go Ayuk. M. Mills 1, I'd go Ayuk. Kyle Benton, I'd go with Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman's one of my favorite wide receivers today. So guys, if you're playing DFS, make sure you get Michael Pittman in your lineup. User 10,000. Pick 2. I would pick Breece Hall and Mostert. Breece Hall and Mostert would be the 2 that I'd go with. Again, guys, every time we hit our live goal, we're going to give out one of our favorite picks of the day. So if you guys want more of my bets, hit that live goal. If you want all of my bets and you don't want to wait for the live goal, just DM me on Instagram. E. Sussy. Between Dameon Pierce and Mostert, I'd go with Mostert. Mostert over Pierce. Madison or Breida. Man, I don't like either one, but I'd probably go with Breida over Madison, believe it or not. Steven Johnson, great to see you this morning. Steven Johnson, I'd go with Mixon, Connor, and Kamara. The 3 I'd go with are Mixon, Connor, and Kamara. Steven Johnson, I would sit Kyron Williams. I would start Mixon, Connor, and Kamara. Thanks so much for the question. Brecken, can you get a Bills-Jags poll? Brecken, you're a moderator. You can put up that poll. You have the power. Guys, we're not going to answer fantasy questions on Instagram, but I will give out all of my sports bets. So if you want every bet that I make every day, just DM me on Instagram. You can get access to it. You can get every bet that I make through the SHARPZ app, but we're not going to answer fantasy questions there since we're already answering them on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Caleb, good morning to you. Caleb, I'd go with Swift. ID Maggio, I'd go with, I'd rather have Mostert and Ayuk. Lucas Maggio, trade. Oh, you're trying to get on both. Yeah, I wouldn't make the trade. I'd go Jacoby Myers over Madison. Detroit Lions defense or the 49ers defense. I'd go with the Lions defense. Just a better matchup for them. Arshawn, I'd go Breece Hall over James Conner, but it's very close. Kyle Osborne, I'd go Jacoby Myers over Romeo Dobbs. Appreciate the question, Kyle. Lonnie Messinger, I'd go Thielen. Don't trust Jonathan Taylor yet. I would go with Thielen. Appreciate the question. Wonderful to have you guys with us every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a member of this growing community of sports fans that is live every single day. Carson, I'd go with Gus Edwards. Connor, I'd go Gus Edwards over Akers, McLaughlin, and Harris. If you're new to the show, make sure you're a follower. Tom Algier, I'm going to go with Rice, believe it or not. I'll go with Rice. Ethan MacArthur, I'd go with Breece Hall. I'd go Breece Hall. Phil Green, I'd go Mostert. Moderators, feel free to pin those tweets of those who contribute and subscribe. Which 2 should I start out of this group? Teddy Shanahan, I'd go Mostert barely over Breece Hall. Teddy Shanahan, I'd go Mostert over Breece Hall. Tom Algier, I'd go Rice. Thanks so much for the question, Tom. Lopez, trade Mixon, Lockett, Palmer for Swift and Hollywood Brown. Yeah, okay, I'll do that, Lopez. I'll do it. Kevin Toner, I'd go Achan. KK. If I'm starting 3 out of that group, I'd start Kupp, Pittman, and Watson. KK, out of the group you mentioned, I'd start Kupp, Pittman, and Watson. Thanks for joining us this morning. Isolation between the Ravens defense and the Detroit defense. I'm going to go with the Detroit defense isolation. I'll go with the Lions defense. Just trust them against that bad Carolina Panthers offense a little bit more. Tony, between Waddle and Puka, I'd go Puka just barely, I think. The lack of a running game today means the passing game's that much more valuable. I'll go with Puka over Waddle. Jacob Finney, I'd go C.J. Stroud. I would go with C.J. Stroud. Thanks for the question. Jorge, I'd go Saints defense. I'd go with the Saints defense. Appreciate the question. Hope you guys are enjoying the show no matter where you're watching. If you are, hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. By the way, we just got a new subscriber, Zach Elkins. Great to have you as a part of the subscribing community. Zach, now I'm going to see your question every time and we can answer it every time. Great to have you as a part of this community, Zach. Welcome. You are officially a butt fumbler. Lethal Jake, I'd go Jalen Warren. Cooper Cup or Puka. I'd go Cooper Cup. I'd go Cooper Cup. P. Ryan or Najee. Oof. Really tough. Probably go P. Ryan, but I don't feel great about it. Wide receiver. I'm going to go Wilson. Garrett Wilson. User 710,000. I'd go Hawkinson over Ferguson. Hawkinson over Ferguson. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. The Jaguars are in the red zone, so we're keeping an eye on that one. Angelo, 84. Pick 3. I'd go Cup, Puka, and I'm going to lean slightly towards Michael Wilson. I don't feel great about the third, but Cup, Puka are must-starts. Wilson would be my third. Colombiano, I'd go Swift over Kyron. Colombiano, you got to go Swift over Kyron. Thanks so much for the question. Hispanic Titanic. I'd go Goddard. Jorge, I'd go Henry. Jorge, I'd go Henry. User 9027. I would go with Boyd and I'd go Stevenson. User 9027. I'd go Stevenson and Boyd. Thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate you supporting the show. Brecken, let's go. Chris, between Goff and Burrow, I'd go Burrow. Teddy Shanahan, I'd go Olave and Hall. Oh, it's only one. Teddy, I'd go Breece Hall. Teddy, I'd go Breece Hall as my one flex play. Thanks for the question, Teddy. Really appreciate it. Dustin, I'd go Pittman over Adams. RB, I'd go Mixon. I'd go with Mixon. Again, guys, every time we hit our live goal, we're gonna give out a pick. Could be an NFL pick, could be an MLB pick, could be a player prop bet. But every time we hit our live goal on TikTok, we will give out a pick today. So make sure you're hitting that live goal. Let's get that up. Alexander Durrell, I'd go Flowers. Flowers over Dobbs. Ben 39. Ben 39 646. I'd go Boyd. Ben 39 646. I'd go Tyler Boyd. Thanks for the question. T. Melly. I'll lean slightly towards Lamar. I'll go Lamar. Would I start Debo? I'm really worried about it. Only in a pinch. Looks like... Oh. Appreciate all those being with us. Ethan Wall, I'd go Joe Mixon. Breeze 15. I'd go Jalen Warren. I don't trust Jamison Williams just yet, so I'll go Jalen Warren for today. DG 15. You got to go Tua over Dak. For sure. Scott B. I'd go Jordan Addison over Jerry Jeudy. Again, guys, when we hit our live goal, we will give out another pick. But if you want to be like Rashad N. Andrews and hit me up on Instagram, you can get every pick that I give out right now for free. So either hit the live goal and we can get up, or we're going to give out all of our picks on Instagram. Where are you watching the game? Right here. I'm watching it on the side. I actually don't have the game up. I've just got the game cast because I don't want to screw up my internet. So you guys might need to keep me on track of what's going on. Hunter R. between Reynolds and Lazard. It's a tough one. I'll go with Lazard just barely. Tony Salty 492. If I'm picking two, Hall and Mostert. Hall and Mostert would be the two, Tony. I'd go Hall and Mostert. Those would be the two. Nick, I'm going to lean slightly towards P. Ryan. I don't feel good about it, Nick. I don't really like either one. Chris Marks with an X. I'd go with Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst over Waller. Thanks for the question. User 9027. I'd go Boyd and Stevenson. User 9027. I'd go Boyd and Stevenson. Thanks for the question. Colombiano. I'd go Puka Nacua. Colombiano. Will. I'd go Cooper Cup. I'd go with Cooper Cup. Bounce it, Betty. I'd go David Montgomery. Jorge. I would go with DeAndre Hopkins. I'd go DeAndre Hopkins. Thanks for the question. Siobhan Matthews, appreciate you supporting the show. I'd go DeAndre Hopkins. Siobhan Matthews, I'd go DeAndre Hopkins. Jacob Ragland, I'd go Waddle. Cameron, I'd go Waddle as well. It's very close, but I would go Waddle. Bounce it, Betty, I'd go Breece Hall. For the flex. I go Montgomery to start, Breece Hall for the flex. Appreciate the question. DG15. Evans is on a bye, buddy, so it has to be CeeDee Lamb. Evans is on a bye. Bounce it, Betty. I would go Breece Hall still. Breece Hall would still be the play. User 4566. I'll go Laporta. Laporta just barely over Kittle. It's close, though. Jordan Kingfisher. I'll go... Jordan Kingfisher, I'll go with Tua, but it's close. Jalen Christian. I'd go Tank Dell and Christian Watson. Jalen Christian, I'd go Dell and Watson. Cody Hopkins. I'm going to lean towards Jordan Love, just barely. Appreciate all of those being with us. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Amon-Ra St. Brown is not playing. For those that are curious, Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs are out today. They are out. So is Saquon, by the way. Saquon Barkley is not playing. Brett, I'd go Warren. Ashton Lions. Start 2. I would start Robinson and Jameson Williams. Jaden, I'd go Achan, just barely. Ligma, I'd go Pittman and Waddle. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. We are about 1 hour into our show, everybody. 1 hour in. We still got a lot of show left, so make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a member of this great community. Make sure you hit that follow button. Achan or Henry, I'd go Achan. Achan over Henry. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. And again, if you want my picks every single day, just DM me on Instagram. I'm not going to give out fantasy advice on Instagram. I will not give out fantasy advice on Instagram because we're already doing that on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. But if you want every bet that I make every day for free, DM me on Instagram. I give out every bet that I make for free thanks to the SHARPZ app. SHARPZ allows me, I connect to my sports book, every bet that I make, every parlay, player prop bet, every bet that I make on my own, you automatically see on the app. I can't hide them. I can't delete them. So you can see every bet that I make there for free. If you want to see them, DM me on Instagram. Otherwise, hit the live goal. Once we hit our live goal on TikTok, I will give out another pick. Waddle or Olave, very close, but I'll lean towards Olave just barely. Jaden Whitler, between Hopkins and Kupp, it's tough. I think I'd go a Hopkins, but it's very close. Nico Collins or Josh Reynolds. I'll go Josh Reynolds. I don't love it, but I'll go Reynolds for now. Lethal Jake, trying to find the straight to plug Warren over Sanders. Yeah, I would go with that. Warren and Rice. Hispanic Titanic. I'd probably go Reynolds. Bounce it, Betty. I'd go with Brown. I'd go Marquise Hollywood Brown. Nick, I'd go Reynolds. Wildert Arias, I'd go Waller. Florida Kevin. So I've worked at ESPN, Fox Sports, CBS Sports. I've been a producer for Jim Rome. My entire professional career, I've been in sports content, producing fantasy football shows, sports betting shows. This is actually what I've been doing for a living, is talking sports, producing sports content, and literally talking and giving out fantasy football and sports betting advice. I've been doing it, like I said, for ESPN, Fox Sports, CBS Sports, Jim Rome. I helped build Fox Sports 1 and 2 and CBS Sports HQ. So am I an expert? No, I'm just a dude who talks sports. If you guys want to follow, great. If you guys want to fade, great. But I'm just a dude talking sports here. Butt Fumble Sports. We talk sports every day. Now, I use data and analytics to come up with my picks. These aren't my picks. This isn't like me as a person. I like this team. Screw that. You guys don't care about that. No, we look at data, trends, and analytics. That's what I did when I worked in sports media for Fox Sports and CBS Sports. That's what I do now. We look at data, analytics, the matchups, because you guys care about the data and the numbers. You don't care about my personal opinion when it comes to a matchup. Albert, I'd go Kupp and I'd go Flowers. It's close. I really like all three. I'd go Kupp and Flowers, but it's very close. I wish you could start all three. Thanks for the question, Albert. Brecken, Zay Jones, touchdown on his head. Brutal. Zay Jones is one of those guys. I didn't know where we were going to go with it, but Zay Jones gets the touchdown. Definitely hurts us. Goddard or Ertz? Chubby, I'd go with Ertz. Appreciate the question. Horatio San, you're getting my picks right now, buddy. If you guys want all of my picks, just DM me on Instagram. Ertz or Laporta? Ooh, really tough. I'll go with Ertz. He does have the better matchup. I'll just believe in it. Matt Henry, Purdy, Jackson, or Richardson. Matt Henry, I'd go Richardson. Matt Henry, I'd go Richardson. Ian, I'd go Tank Dell. Ian, I'd go Tank Dell. Ashton Lyons, I'd go Love. Ashton Lyons, I'd go Love. RB, thanks so much for supporting the show. Really appreciate it. Kittle or Higbee? I'm going to lean towards Higbee, RB, just barely. Higbee, just barely. Paulie, Achan, or Mostert? I prefer Mostert. I prefer Mostert just by a hair. Here's the reason why. I think Mostert ultimately is the RB1. Achan may get more carries. Mostert, I think, will get more snaps, both receiving and rushing. I'm going to lean towards Mostert just barely. By the way, the Jaguars went for 2 and are up 8-0. Interesting start to that game. Would you trade McCaffrey for Henry, Swift, and DJ Moore? Ooh, yes. The answer is probably yes. The fact I'm getting 2 starting running backs and a starting wide receiver, I'm literally building half my team by trading McCaffrey. I probably would do it. Noah, I'd rather have Zay Flowers today. Zay Flowers over Garrett Wilson. Zay Flowers over Garrett Wilson. Wilder, guess what you're getting? You're getting a link with all of my picks. Siller Gill, I'm not going to answer your fantasy question, but here's a link to all of my sports bets. We don't answer fantasy questions on Instagram, but we do give out our picks. Lethal Jake, ETN got you the 2-point conversion. That's good enough. Colin, you're asking Flowers, Waddle, or Debo. Colin, I'd go Flowers and Waddle. Colin, I'd go Flowers and Waddle. I don't think Drake London's going to have a good week, unfortunately. Joseph, I'd go Ertz. Joseph, I'd go Ertz. Bounce it, Betty. I'd go Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is my favorite tight end today, I think. Stephen H. I'd go Dell. Dell over Taylor. Dell over Taylor. Thanks for the question. Rasheed Rice or Sanders. Jaden, I'd go Rice. Jaden, I'd go with Rice. C. Mankowski. I'd go James Conner and Breece Hall. James Conner and Breece Hall would be the 2. Thanks for the question. Donnie, I'd start Cooper Kupp and Puka. Donnie, I'd start Cooper Kupp and Puka. Jude, I'd start Connor and Pierce. Jude, I'd start Connor and Pierce. Brecken, I have the Jags kicker and Gabe Davis while he has Evan Ingram. Brecken, it looks like you're going to be watching that game pretty close. Daniel, I'd go with Pacheco. C. Parsons, 020. C. Parsons, 020. I'd start Achan, Mixon, and Hall. Great job, C. Parsons. You didn't go with the brand names. You went with the better matchups. Good job, C. Parsons. Good job. User 68. I prefer Jones, but I'm worried about his health. I'll lean towards Jones, but there is reason to be concerned. Guys, once we hit our live goal on TikTok, we will give out another pick today. So make sure you hit that live goal. Let's get another pick. Once we get that live goal, we will give out another pick. If you want all of my picks right now, all you got to do is DM me on Instagram. What's the deal with Ridley's slow start? I just don't think he's being targeted enough. I feel like they need to involve him in the offense more. Austin, Stevenson at the flex is an okay play. Tate, I go Lamar over Love. Bounce it, Betty. I lean slightly towards Jamison Williams. I think it's very close, though. COTE, Cody. I'd go Anthony Richardson. Richardson over Lamar Jackson. Jeff, I'd go Gus Edwards over A.J. Dillon. Guys, we are 1 hour into our show. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. No matter the platform, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, or on TikTok, make sure you join us. Make sure you're a part of this amazing community. So if you have not done so already, hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow. Make sure you're a member of this great team of sports fans that literally is live every day. I'm live every day of 2023, every weekday at 5 p.m. Eastern, every weekend at 10 a.m. Eastern. We've already started 1 hour early, but now's our normal time when there isn't a London game. So 5 p.m. on the weekdays, 10 a.m. on the weekends. That way you never miss a sports conversation, never miss advice. Make sure you hit that follow button today. Okay. Getting back to more fantasy football questions. Again, when we hit that live goal, I'll give out another pick. Will, I'd go Jalen Hurts. Not Ross K, I'd go Marquise Hollywood Brown. Bounce it, Betty, I'd go Stevenson. Thanks so much for the question. Tony, I'd go with Puka and Waddle. Tony Salty, I'd go Puka and Waddle. Tweea God 69, I'd go Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs over Daniel Jones. Sumaya, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson over Jordan Love. Anthony Richardson over Daniel Jones, guys. Anthony Richardson's one of my favorite quarterbacks today. Richardson over Daniel Jones. Bounce it, Betty. I'd go Hurts. I'd go with Hurts. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you're a member of this great community. Popos 1204. I'd go sit one. I'd sit Jones. Popos. I'd sit Aaron Jones. Adam Bray. I'd go with Puka barely. Tyler start two. I'd start Boyd and Edward. Bounce it, Betty. You can subscribe on Twitch. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. If you're a member of that Twitch community, you can subscribe. Kyril Blackman, best wide receivers for the week. I love DeAndre Hopkins. I love Puka and Cooper Kupp. I really like Michael Pittman a lot. I really like Zay Flowers. There are a few of the names that pop out. Mike, Calvin Ridley's already underway, so you missed out on that one. Nico Collins would have to be the play. Baby Tron, I'd go Montgomery. Montgomery by a mile. Grant Sudbeck. I'd go Addison. Over Williams, Grant. Addison over Williams. Logan Stern, I'd go Michael Wilson. Not big on Boyd. JT Blay, I would not like Zach Moss today. Zach Moss is not a good play, everybody. Zach Moss is not a good play. Appreciate all of those who are with us. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Again, when we hit our live goal, I will give out another pick for free. So if you want another pick for free, just hit that live goal. If you want all of my bets every single day, every bet that I make, DM me on Instagram, everybody. DM me on Instagram, Butt Sports on Instagram. I give out all of my picks for free every day on the SHARPZ app. Every bet that I make, I connect my sports book to the SHARPZ app. So every bet that I make on my own automatically filters right into the app. That way you can see every bet, every player prop bet, every parlay, game pick, MLB, NFL, college football. Doesn't matter. Every bet that I make, you can see. If you want it, just DM me on Instagram. If you want to see every pick that I make every day, just DM me on Instagram. We'll give that out over the course. We'll give it out on Instagram. David King, I'd go Joe Burrow. Squealers, I'd go, Squealers, I'd go Drake London, but I don't like it. I'm stuck between starting Achane, Montgomery, Henry, and Hall. I'd start Montgomery. Stephen Hall, I'd go George Pickens. Back to answering some questions here on TikTok. Andrew, I'd go Christian Watson. Gabe Davis is already playing. I'd go Christian Watson. Christian Ryan. I'd keep Kirk. Jacob Green. You got to go with... I'm worried about Debo's health, and you won't know in time, so Jacob, I would go Thielen. O. Scott. Okay, you are in a different position. O. Scott, 89. I go Debo Samuel, but you'll get to know whether he's going to play or not. And if he doesn't, you have Reed standing by. So I go Debo for now. Remy, I'd probably lean towards Tank Dell because I'm worried about Debo's health. A lot of you guys are worried about Debo's health. I am too. So a lot of reasons to be worried. By the way, Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars off to a fast start. 8-0 lead and driving here in the first quarter. So Jaguars put my pick of the Bills on notice. Bougie stacks a lot. I'll go with Tua Tagovailoa. Bougie stacks a lot. I'll go Tua Tagovailoa over CJ Stroud. Andrew, I'd go Watson. Jay, I think that's probably right. I hate saying it, but I think that's probably right. Appreciate all of those who are with us. Make sure you hit that follow button. User 74. I'd go Pickens. User 74. I think I go Pickens. LC, pick up Texans defense or stick with the Eagles. Oof. I'll go with the Eagles defense. I'll just go with them for now. Not a pro TikToker. I'd go, ooh. Not a pro TikToker. I'll go Jalen Hurts, but it's close. Between Richardson and Hurts, that's a tough one. I will go Jalen Hurts, I think, though. Fantasy owners who have Calvin Ridley just got to catch it some yardage. Jaguars are driving on the Bills. Coach 14, Flowers or Dobbs at the flex. I'll go with Zay Flowers. Coach 14, I'd go Zay Flowers. Trevor Nelson 18. One's gotta sit. I would sit Kamara. I'd probably start Jacobs and Mostert. Jacobs and Mostert would play. TikToker. I'd rather have Keenan Allen and Montgomery. Ryan Lindsay. I'd go Jalen Hurts. Evan, I'd go Puka over CD Lamb. Wayne, I'd go Higbee over Waller. I don't trust Waller that much. I really don't trust the Giants' offense is the problem. Tracker Joe, Tua or Richardson? I'd go Richardson over Tua. Anthony Richardson over Tua. Thanks for the question. Cosmic Saints, I'd go Jordan Love. Ty, T-Y, I'd go Jones. Tony Salty, I'd go Waddle over Ayuk. User 1966, I'd go DeAndre Hopkins. E-Man 18. I'd get Breece Hall in the lineup. I would sit Kyren Williams and I'd start Breece Hall. Thanks so much for the question. Garrett Wilson or Cooper Kupp? SA, I'd go Kupp. Oh, wow. Matt Milano ruled out. That's a big injury for the Bills. No wonder they're struggling on defense. Matt Milano out for the Bills. Massive injury. Right now, you got to feel good if you bet the Jaguars. I bet the Bills, but I did not know Matt Milano was going to be out in this game. I didn't know he'd get hurt. That is a massive injury. He's a crucial part of that defense. Is Houston defense a good pickup? They're okay. I don't think they're great. I think they're going to be okay. Evan, sit one. I would sit CD Lamb, actually, Evan. I believe I'd sit CD Lamb. It's very close, though. Little Juan, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Period. Because of Aaron Jones' injury. Look, I love Aaron Jones this week if he's healthy. Think it's a great matchup. I'm just worried about his health status overall. So I'd be a little worried. I might start Thielen instead. Skittle Summers, I'd go Montgomery. Montgomery is a great play today. Must start today. All-American Jedi. Stevenson injury. Let's take a look. He was limited in practice, but he played. I think Stevenson's going to go. Bounce it, Betty. I'd go Lamb. I'd go with Lamb. Appreciate all of those who are with us every single day. Nick, I'd go Lazard. S.A., I'd go Cooper Kupp. Randy Stacy, I'd go Montgomery, Connor, and McCaffrey. McCaffrey, Montgomery, and Connor. Montgomery, and Connor. I'll say it one more time, Randy Stacy, because I'm butchering it. McCaffrey, Montgomery, and James Conner. Those would be the three. David King, I'd start Achan and Jacobs. Michael Hayek, I'd go with Damian Pierce. I'd go Damian Pierce over Zach Moss. Thanks for the question. Sean, I'd go Hurst over Pitts. I'd go Hayden Hurst over Pitts. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. Cubs fan, I'd go Breida. Droid Man, I'd go Kyren Williams. C. Parsons, I'd go Zay Flowers. I'd go Zay Flowers. Guys, once we hit our live goal, I will give out another pick. If you guys don't want to wait for the live goal, I give out all of my picks on Instagram. So just DM me on Instagram. I give out every pick every day. So DM me on Instagram. We just hit our live goal, so we will give out a pick right now. But again, if you guys want all of my picks every day and you don't want to wait around, just DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, and I give out every pick that I have every single day. That way you don't miss anything. Let's give out an MLB pick, everybody. I'm going to take, in my MLB pick, I'm going to take the Twins to cover +1.5. Twins to cover +1.5. They lost yesterday, had a nice comeback effort. Lost, though. I'll take the Twins to cover +1.5. Just to show you guys what the odds on that are. Twins to cover +1.5, -175. So, another bet for you guys up on the board. If you want every pick that I make every single day, just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. I give out every pick every single day for free. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram to get all of my bets. That's the way to do it. Sean Smith, I'd go Christian Watson. Look, I actually prefer Aaron Jones, but the injury has me worried. So, Sean, you can wait on the 2. If Aaron Jones is a full go, you can go with him. Otherwise, I would go with Christian Watson. Luke, I'd go Dameon Pierce over Madison. Dameon Pierce over Madison. Really don't like Madison. MJ, I'd go Watson. MJ, I'd go Watson. Trevor Carty, I'd go Gus Edwards. Trevor Carty, I'd go Gus Edwards. Josh, I'd go Zay Flowers. Josh, I'd go Zay Flowers over Ramondre Stevenson. Guys, if you want all of my bets, DM me on Instagram. If you're looking for fantasy advice, don't DM me on Instagram. We are live on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Feel free to ask your questions there. But if you want all of my sports bets, if you want every pick that I make sure you DM me on Instagram. That is the best way to get every one of my bets every day. Bounce it, Betty. Stevenson is playing. Retro Dad! Welcome to the show, Retro Dad. Great to see you today. Hope you're having a great Saturday morning, Retro Dad. Do I start Achane over Henry? Yes, I would. I don't know if you answered this. That's KJ. I'd go Pierce. That's KJ. I'd go Dameon Pierce. Back to questions on TikTok. Mac, I'd go with Kamara. I would go with Kamara. Johnny, I'd go with Puka. Braden, I'd go Joe Burrow. I'd go with Joe Burrow. Thanks so much. By the way, Philip Green, guess what you're getting? All of my picks. Philip Green, I just sent you the referral code and link so you can get every pick that I make today. There you go. JJ Hurwitz. If no Jones, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. I don't trust Dylan as much. I'd go Dobbs. Kofi, I'd go Dameon Pierce. Would you trade Swift for JT? Not a bad idea, Josh Curtis. The only issue I have, Eagles have arguably the best offensive line in the NFL. Swift's going to benefit from that. So I don't know if I'd make the move. I kind of like Swift. I don't know if it's a big enough upgrade. Puka or Collins? Johnny, I'd go Puka. Daria, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Over CJ Stroud. Luis, I'd go Dell over Collins, believe it or not. Amir, I'd go Waller. Luke, I'd go Dameon Pierce. Luke Tuschong, I'd go Dameon Pierce. Bets Mike, I'd go Waddle. Big ol' weenie, I'd go Dameon Pierce. Great having all of you guys with us every single day. If you have not done so already, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you subscribe. We are live every single day. There is not one day of 2023 that we're not live. I've already been live for an hour and 15 minutes. We have a lot more show to go, so make sure that you're live. And by the way, I'm going to ask this one thing. If you guys are loving the content, you're loving the channel, share it with others. If you have a sports fan in your life, whether it's in a group chat, a coworker, a family member, share the channel. Let others know about Butt Fumble Sports. Our company grows thanks to the support you guys show us. When you guys share the channel, we benefit, we grow, we get to introduce ourselves to another sports fan out there and hopefully convert them into a butt fumbler. So, if you are a loyal Butt Fumble Sports supporter, make sure you share the channel. Let others know that Butt Fumble Sports is live every day, talking sports, giving out sports betting advice, and of course, talking fantasy football. Maybe you could be a mention, let another friend of yours know that there's good fantasy advice out there. Christian, Achane or Collins? Christian, I'd go with Achane. Achane over Collins. Thanks for the question. Elijah Hernandez, I would start both. I'd start Puka and Cooper Kupp. I think both are worth it today. Thanks for the question. If you don't like Atwell over Judy, I think I'd like Judy over Atwell. I think I like Judy over Atwell just a little bit more. Sean Kelly. Christian Kirk's already playing. Too bad. Yeah, I guess you got to go Romeo Dobbs instead. Gunner, I'd go Sanders. Bubbles, I'd go Najee. Is Devontae going to play? I think I'd rather start Pittman either way. Danny Kim 3. I'd start Pittman either way. Juice stacks. Jacobs for Cooper Kupp. Yes, I would do that deal. Zachary Elkins. I'd start Breece Hall and Montgomery. Would be the two. I like your wide receivers. Stitchy, I'd go Mostert. Dennis, I'd go Damian Pierce. Dennis, I'd go Damian Pierce over JT. Eddie, I'll lean towards Waller, but it's close. I'll lean towards Waller, but it's very close. I kind of like Schultz today, but I think Waller's probably the better play. It's close, though. James Jones, I'd go TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson would be the play. Thanks for the question. Daria, Breece Hall or James Conner. It's close. I'll lean slightly, I think, towards James Conner. It's very close, though. Kalen Slay, I'd go Aaron Jones. Just be careful about his health. Cataldi, I'd go Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers over Rashee Rice. Agawennal. I know you're a subscriber, so I really appreciate you. I never know how to pronounce your name. Agawennal. I'd go Swift. I'd go Mixon and Pollard. As much as I want to sit Pollard for Edwards, I just can't. I'll go Swift, I'll go Pollard, and I'll go Mixon. Swift, Pollard, and Mixon would be the three. Should I trade Jacobs for Kupp? Yep, Juice Stacks, that's a fine trade. I'd do it. Tone B72. I'll lean just slightly towards London, just barely. Peter Applegate, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Stephen Hall, I'd go Jordan Addison. By the way, the Bills had to punt again. 11-0 over there in London. Bills are in a bit of trouble right now. Brady. Oh, I don't like either one, Brady. I don't like Madison. I don't like Jonathan Taylor. I'd pick up someone else, and I'd drop Madison. Nick, I'd go Zay Flowers. I'd go Flowers over Jones because of his injury. The last Castamere, I'd go Tyler Boyd over Jerry Jeudy. Joseph, I'd go Ertz over Higbee. Wu-Tang again, I'd go Lions defense. Drake London or Tyler Boyd, I'd go with Tyler Boyd. Shady Esco, I'd go Laporta. Mason Job, I think I'd go Kittle. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. If you have not done so already, hit me up on Instagram if you want all of my bets today. We give out a pick every time we hit our live goal, but if you don't want to wait for the live goal and you want every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. The name of my company, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Just DM me. You can get every pick that I make. Matthias, ask a better question. I'm not going to go through replacements. Ask a more exacting question, okay? Matthias, I want to answer your question, but asking just for replacement, no, that's a little open-ended. Be a little bit more specific. Jace Garcia, I'd go Gus Edwards. Tren, I'd go Zay Flowers and Olave. I'd go Flowers and Olave, just barely over Wilson. Killian, I'd go Mark Andrews. Grant Hickey, 23, I'd go Higbee. Grant Hickey, 23, I'd go Higbee. Riley, 24, Scott, I'd go Richardson. I'd go Richardson. Bounce it Betty, I'd go Laporta. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, fire away with those questions. We're not just answering them on TikTok. We're on all of these platforms every single day. So make sure you guys hit me up. And that way you never miss a question, never miss a comment. And that way you always get to watch the show. Brooks, I'd go Breida, but I don't feel great about it. C-Bo, 27, I'd go Zay Flowers. Puka or Kupp. Justin, I'll go Cooper Kupp. Ben Edwards, I'd go Mostert. Appreciate all those being with us. T-Screef, I'd go Jordan Addison, and I'd go Dell and Addison. DTR Destruction, I'd go Jordan Addison. Thanks so much for the question. Wonderful having you guys with us every single day. Drew Shapiro, I'd go Breida. Isaiah Gallen, I would sit Kamara. E-Money Cash 29, I'd probably start Connor over Breece Hall, but very close. Cam O'Ren, I'd go Swift and Watson. Priceless Pigeon, I'd go Burrow, and I'd go Higbee. Matthias, I'd rather start Gus Edwards. Matthias D, I'd rather start Gus Edwards. There you go. Matthias D, I'd go Gus Edwards. Snow White Scat. Snow White Scat. I'd go Puka and Cup. Puka and Cooper Cup. Zach Randall. I'd go Michael Wilson. Michael Wilson, Zach Randall. Daniel. I'd go Zay Flowers. I'm worried about Devontae's health. If Devontae's healthy, I'd go with him, but I'm worried about it. Brandon. I'd go... Brandon. I'd go Judy. Jackson. I'd go Mostert. I'd go Mostert over Ayuk. Shady Too Lit. I'd go Mostert over Swift. Shady Too Lit. I'd go Mostert over Swift. Pepe and Rico. I'd go Kittle. I'd go Kittle. Thanks for the question. Logan. Calvin Ridley's already playing, buddy. Calvin Ridley's already underway in this game, so unfortunately you missed out on him. Shady Esco, I'd go Flowers, I'd go CD Lamb and Waddle. Flowers, CD Lamb and Waddle, Shady Esco. Angel, I'd go Zach Ertz. Ramus Noodle, I'd go Cooper Cup. D Camp Jr., I'd go Reynolds, I think. It's close though. Jules, I'd go Goddard. Travis, hope you're having a great day. How do I feel about Aaron Jones? Little worried about him. That injury report has me concerned. If he's a full go, I like it, but very concerned about it. Siobhan Matthews, I'd go Olave. Che, C-H-E-Y, Che, I'd go Swift. Because of Jones's injury, I would go Swift. If you guys want a bet from me, if you want one of my favorite picks of the day, let's get up to our live goal. Every time we hit our live goal, I give out one of my favorite NFL, MLB, or player prop bet plays of the day. So if you guys want another pick, let's get up to that live goal. Otherwise, if you want all of my bets every day and you don't want to wait for the live goal, you want to get your picks in, DM me right now on Instagram. If you want all of my picks right now, just DM me on Instagram right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me there right now. I'll share a referral code and link. You can get every pick that I make every day for free. You can literally hit a tail, a whale's tail, a little whale's tail symbol, and you can hit it, connect your sportsbook, and every bet that I make, every parlay, automatically you can just make the bet yourself. So, if you want every pick that I make every day, DM me on Instagram right now. DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. That's how you get my picks. Luca, I'd go with Puka. Skip, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Sean Callahan, I would not start Jonathan Taylor. Timmy, I'd go Gus Edwards. Asher, I'd go Stevenson. Shelby, should I trade Jahmyr Gibbs and Michael Thomas for Calvin Ridley? No. Shelby, absolutely not. Don't make that deal. Do not do it. Brandon, I'd go with... Brandon, I'd go Breece Hall. Brandon, it's very close, but I'll go Breece Hall, just barely. Aiden C, 1122, I'd go Pacheco. Graham Stroman, I'd go Aaron Jones, but you got to be careful about the injury. Kego, I'd go Breida. Appreciate all of those who are with us. We just got a bunch of people who wanted my picks, like Twin Drax. You're getting my picks. What about Van Osman? You're getting my picks. What about Isaac? Isaac's getting my picks. What's good? Lamb Mix. I know you didn't want it, but we don't answer fantasy questions on Instagram, but I will give you my pick. So there you go. There's another pick for you guys. By the way, Leno wants my picks. Leno, guess what? You just got him, buddy. Thanks so much for supporting the show. By the way, parlay picks are there. Don't worry. YBN Duke. I don't like either one. I'll lean towards Sanders, but YBN Duke, I wish you had better options. I don't like either one of them today. Cole Ferguson, I'd go Hurts. Danny Z, I'm down bad in my deep league. Gainwell or Hill? Wow, brutal. Probably Hill, but not great. Lamb Mix, I'm not going to answer it. Lamb Mixes, I don't give out fantasy football advice on Instagram. While I'm live on every other platform, you can literally ask anywhere else. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, or Instagram. YouTube, Twitch, Kick, or on TikTok. But we're not answering fantasy questions on Instagram. You're going to have to ask during the show. Chef Boy Ari, I'd go Goddard. Chef Boy Ari, I'd go Goddard. Nick Pin 37, I'd go Tank Dell. William Creek, I'd go Mostert. William Creek, I'd go Mostert. Shady Tulit, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers. Sorry, I was confused for a second. The Jacoby spelled differently. Hunter Jacobs, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Hunter Jacobs, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Vinette, I'd go Burrow. Vinette, I'd go Burrow over Purdy. Lamb Mixes, I don't know who you are on TikTok, so if you want to contribute to the show, that's the fastest way for me to see you. Christian Guerre, I'd go Achan. Achan over Pittman. I wish you could start both. Cole, I'd go with Puka. Puka over Waddle. David, I'd go Watson over Dell. David, I'd go Watson over Dell. Samuelson, I'd go Garrett Wilson. I'd go with, who do you bench? I think I benched Derrick Henry. I don't feel good about it. I like all four of those running backs, but I think I'd bench Henry. It's so close. I don't feel good about it, to be honest. That's a coin flip and a half. Gage Mutz, I'd go Joe Mixon. Gage Mutz, I'd go Joe Mixon. Cole Ferguson, I'd go Jalen Hurts. Cole Ferguson, I'd go Jalen Hurts. Jackson Coe, I'd go Hawkinson. Jackson Coe, I would go Hawkinson. Lamb Mixes, I'm going to answer your question right now, and then I'm done with you, dude. Then I'm done. Done. No, that annoyed me. He pushed it enough. I did not like that. Like, you had your fun. You asked your question. That was it. You just had it. Casey D'Angelo, I'd go Montgomery. Casey D'Angelo, I'd go Montgomery. Mason, I'd go James Conner. Mason, I'd go James Conner. Okay, I'd go Michael Pittman. Okay, I'd go Michael Pittman. Josh Wilson, I'd go Mixon, just barely over. Who do I bench? Josh Wilson, I would bench Kyron Williams. Thanks so much for the question. Owen McCurran, I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. TG Saul, I'd go Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Dave, I'd go Kittle. Guys, I don't answer questions on Instagram. I give out picks on Instagram. If you want your fantasy question answered on TikTok, the easiest way to do it is contribute to the show. But if you think that I'm going to look on Instagram, see your question, and then go over to the platform, it's not how it works, guys. If you want all of my picks every day, DM me on Instagram. If you guys want to make sure I answer your question, the easiest way to do it is contribute to the show. We literally have moderators standing by. If you guys contribute to the show, I prioritize those first. We pin those questions. I prioritize those that contribute. Like Def Not Cools. Goff or Burrow? I'd go Burrow. Def Not Cools, I'd go Burrow. But that's how you get your question answered. If you guys hit me up on Instagram for fantasy football advice, there's a greater chance that I block you than I answer your question. I'm telling you right now, we are live on 4 different platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. There are so many ways to get your question answered. If you guys want to make sure I don't miss it, contribute to the show on TikTok. A little icon goes up next to your name. I never miss that icon. If I see someone who's contributed, like Matt has contributed to the show. That little icon's next to his name. Matt asks, I could start 3. Matt, I would start James Conner, Joe Mixon, and Olave. I'd start Olave, Mixon, and Conner. Just barely. Myers would have been the 4th, but I'd start Mixon, Conner, and Olave. That's how I answer your question. So the official Gonzo, I see you. Michael Wilson. I'd go Michael Wilson. That's the play I'd go with. The official Gonzo, I'd go Michael Wilson. The second chance Kev. Thanks for the question. Second chance Kev, I'd go Joe Burrow just barely over Stafford. I like both, but I'll go Burrow barely over Stafford. The official Gonzo, thanks so much. We try really hard. Thanks so much, Matt. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. We for the next half hour, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to focus on those that contribute to the show. Like Ross, I'd go Montgomery. Ross, I'd go Montgomery over Pittman. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to focus on those that could... By the way, this only kind of got instigated by those on Instagram who asked for fantasy advice and it annoyed me. So anyways, I will focus on those that contribute to the show on TikTok. So if you contribute to the show on TikTok, I'm going to focus on your questions. If you guys want me to answer everybody's question, let's get up to 30,000 likes. At 30,000 likes, I will do 10 minutes of answering everybody's question. But for now, I'm going to focus on those that contribute to the show. So if you have not done so already, make sure you contribute to the show. It is how I'm going to focus on questions. Or go over to YouTube. YouTube, I'll answer your questions there as well. Like Luis Martinez. Who would I start? I'd start Breece Hall. Luis Martinez, I'd start Breece Hall. Brandon, I'd start Jacobs. Brandon, I'd start Jacobs. Thanks for the question. Jackson, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Nosebleed Fantasy. Oh, I missed that question by Nosebleed. Jackson, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Mel626, I'd go Boyd. Mel626, I'd go Boyd. Nick, I'd go Pacheco. Nick, I'd go Puka. Nick, I'd go with Puka. Again, we're going to prioritize those that contribute to the show. Like Nosebleed Fantasy. Nosebleed Fantasy, a little tough. If Jones doesn't play, I like Dylan, but you're going to be sweating it out. I like Dylan more than Pirine, but you're kind of on the fence, so I lean towards Dylan, but I'm not crazy about it. Sam Mancini, I'd rather have David Montgomery. Matthew, I'd start Waddle. Matthew Vang, I'd start Waddle. The official Gonzo, I'll lean slightly towards Waller, just barely. Appreciate those. Again, we're focusing on those that contribute to the show. If you contribute or you're a subscriber, our moderators or I will find you and answer your question right away. Otherwise, at 30,000 likes, we will do 10 minutes of answering everybody's question. Good morning to you, King. Nutwheat, I'd go Gus Edwards. Aaron Jones or Pierce. Aaron Jones' injury has me worried. If he was healthy, I'd go Jones, but Pierce might be the better play. Stephen Hall, I'd go Jordan Addison. Siobhan Matthews, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys love the show. If you do, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. We're live every day. Again, I'm focusing on those who contribute to the show, like T.Y., I'd go Tank Dell. I'd go Tank Dell. Ty, I'd go Tank Dell. Thanks for the question. Prioritizing those that contribute to the show. Subscribers, gift givers. At 30,000 likes, though, we'll answer everybody's question for 10 minutes. Sam Mancini, should I be looking to ship Jonathan? No, keep Jonathan Taylor. Don't give him up now. If you've held on to him all this time, right as he's about to have value, he's not a good play today, but he's a good play moving forward. Brandon Miller, I'd go Chris Olave just barely. Wizard of Oz, I had to settle with Michael Wilson this week with Amon-Ra, okay? Maybe a breakout game? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Wizard of Oz, you don't have a lot of options. I think he's got a higher upside maybe, so I do like the idea of doing it. Peyton Mill, I'd go Myers. I'd go Jacoby Myers. Thanks for the question. Again, at 30,000 likes, I'll do a 10-minute session of answering everybody's question, but right now we're focused on those who contribute to the show, those who subscribe. By the way, it's all because someone on Instagram asked too many fantasy questions there, so I decided we had to tighten it up. That's what happens. Butt Fumble Sports gets a little sassy on Sunday mornings. Cam, I'd go James Conner. I'd go Conner over Ayuk and Wilson. I'd go James Conner over Ayuk and Wilson. Thanks so much for the question. Again, answering those. If you don't want to contribute and you just want, go over to YouTube. YouTube's a great way to get your question answered, or get us up to 30,000 likes. At 30,000 likes, I'll do rapid fire through everybody's question. John, I go Rashee Rice. I'd go with Rashee Rice. Thanks for the question. Appreciate all of those being with us every single day on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. So wonderful to have you. Matt, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Who would you trade? I'd trade Trevor Lawrence. Matt, I would trade Trevor Lawrence. If I had to trade one, I'd trade Trevor Lawrence. Thanks for the question. Again, if you contribute to the show, we focus on you. Brecken, don't worry. They can keep asking. It's okay, Brecken. They can keep asking. By the way, because the moment we hit 30,000 likes, I'm going to answer everybody's question. So, we're focused right now on contributors and subscribers. The moment we hit 30,000 likes, I'll do 10 minutes of asking everybody's question. 10 minutes of answering everybody's question. Ramiro, I'd go CeeDee Lamb. Ramiro, I'd go CeeDee Lamb. Thanks for the question. Again, focused on contributors and subscribers right now. At 30,000 likes, we will go 10 minutes of answering everybody's question. So, if you don't want to contribute, if you don't want to subscribe, hit that like button, hit that screen. We'll get up to 30,000 likes and answer everybody's question. Thanks so much, Stack and Steve. Thanks so much. By the way, now Stack and Steve, I'll see that little icon next to your name. I'll answer it every time. Jackson, I'd go Josh Jacobs. Jackson, I'd go Josh Jacobs. Just Blake 1, I'll lean towards Algier. Just Blake 1, I'll lean towards Algier. Mason, I'll go Ayuk. Mason, I'll go Ayuk. Connor Lindsay, I'll go with Najee Harris. I don't like any of them. Yeah, I don't like any of them. I'll go Najee Harris, though. Very, very close. Josh Downs is interesting. I just don't trust him. Jackson, I'd go Josh Jacobs. Jackson, I'd go Josh Jacobs. Thanks for the question. Oh. Gotta resume. And let's get that background back up. Appreciate all of those being with us every single day. This community is growing ever faster, getting closer to 60,000 followers on TikTok, getting closer to 70,000 followers across all of our platforms. If you have not done so already, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a follower, a subscriber. Wizard of Oz, who's my team? I grew up in New England, but after working at ESPN, Fox Sports, CBS Sports, when you work in sports media over time, you kind of lose fandom for your own team and you just love sports. So even though I grew up in New England, I'm certainly not as big a Pats fan as I used to be. I just love talking sports. Fantasy football, sports betting, I like it all. Just Blake 1, I'd go Puka. Just Blake 1, I'd go Puka. Bandito Rack, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Bandito Rack, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Jackson, I'd go Flowers. Jackson, I'd go Flowers. Tyler Ola, I'd go Thielen. Tyler Ola, I'd go Thielen. We are almost to 30,000 likes. At 30,000 likes, we'll do 10 minutes of answering everybody's question. 10 minutes of answering everybody's question. But first, before we do that, since we have hit 30,000, I owe you guys a pick. We give out a pick every time we hit our live goal. I give out one of my favorite bets of the day. Next bet that I'm going to give out, player prop bet, I'm taking David Montgomery. David Montgomery over half a touchdown. David Montgomery over half a touchdown. That's an anytime touchdown. It's going off at minus 160. One of my favorite bets of the day. David Montgomery over half a touchdown. That's an anytime touchdown, not just a rushing touchdown. So that's another bet for you guys. We give out our bets every time we hit our live goal. But if you guys don't want to wait around and you want my picks right now, DM me on Instagram. If you want all of my bets every single day, just DM me on Instagram. I will give out all of my picks right now. I'd go Joe Burrow over Russell Wilson. Ramiro, I'd go Lions defense, but it's close. Mason, I'd go Jacoby Myers. James Cook is an interesting play, but that O-line is struggling right now. Need to see some more from the Bills defense. Wizard of Oz knows what's about to happen. We're about to rapid fire. Wizard of Oz knows what's going on. I'm going to take a sip of some soda, clear my throat, and then we're going to go 10 minutes of answering everybody's questions, okay? 10 minutes of answering everyone's questions. Ready? Stand by in 5. Okay, I'm definitely going to burp during this, but okay. Tyler Ola, I'd go Lamar. Hustle mentality, I'd go Mixon. Sorry, hustle mentality, I'd go Connor. Forgive me, Connor. Okay, you guys ready? We're going to do a rapid fire answering everybody's question. Are you guys ready to go? Are you sure? Are you positive? Okay, we are going to go rapid fire. We are going to go rapid fire really quick. By the way, if you hit me up on Instagram for fantasy football advice, don't. I give out my sports picks on Instagram. I will not answer fantasy football questions on Instagram. I won't do it right now. So if you hit me up on Instagram for picks, good. If you hit me up on Instagram for fantasy football advice, no good. Okay? Let's do rapid fire right now, everybody. Rapid fire right now. And let's go. Pepe Enrico, I'd go Olave. Pepe Enrico, I'd go Olave. User 6285, I'd go Pacheco. User 6285, I'd go Pacheco over Kyron Williams. Michael Thompson, I'd go Myers over Hollywood Brown. Myers over Hollywood Brown, Michael Thompson. Caden 1330, I'd go Pitts. Caden 1330, I'd go Pitts. Analyx 7. I would start Flowers. Flowers over Waddle and Ayuk. Flowers over Waddle and Ayuk. Mo A. I'd go Michael Wilson. Caleb R. I'd go Zay Flowers. Caleb R. I'd go Zay Flowers. Tyler Ola. I'd go Lamar Jackson. Tyler Ola. I'd go Lamar Jackson. Navi Z Baby. I'd go Sanders. I think it's close. I don't like any of them. Ninja. I'd go Waddle over Collins. Ryan Holmes, I'd go Sanders just barely, but I don't really like it. Nate, I'd go Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews over Laporta. Mark Andrews over Laporta. Mass Tonky Mushrooms, I'd go Mostert. I'd go Mostert over JT. Perk, I'd go Richardson over Love. PERC, Perk, I'd go Richardson over Love. Sam, I'd go Waller over Ferguson. Johnny at college, I'd go Breece Hall over Jonathan Taylor. Again, we're doing a rapid fire session. At 10:53, we will be over with that rapid fire. So get those questions in, everybody. Nunez 93. I'd go Dell, I think, barely. Big Dog, I'd go Zay Flowers. Big Dog, I'd go Flowers over Samuel and Collins. Ram Bam 12, I'd go Dell. Ram Bam 12, I'd go Dell. User 502, I'd go Gus Edwards. User 502, I'd go Gus Edwards. Matt Fergie 06, I'd go Achan. Brandon, Hollywood Brown, Dobbs or Watson. I'm going to lean slightly towards Christian Watson. Just barely going with Christian Watson. Kish, Kish. KISH, I'd go Dell. I'd go with Dell. Guys, don't answer fantasy questions on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. That's where you go. Lee Bailey, I'd go Myers. Snake Blood, I'd go Robinson, I think, but I don't like either one, really. I'd go Mostert over JT. I'd go Jalen Warren over Najee. Matt Fergie, Achan over Kyron Williams. Ethan Wall, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Moneybag, Jamar Chase. You gotta go Jamar Chase today. Jamar Chase could have a great day. Preston M4, I'd go Jacoby Myers. High, I'd go Ayuk over Collins. I'd go with Ayuk over Collins. By the way, are the Bills' offense playing one of the worst halves of the year? The answer is yes. Ant, I'd go Anthony Richardson. I'd go Richardson over Kirk Cousins. Pike Daddy, I'd go Gus Edwards. Big Dog, I'd go Debo. You just got to make sure he's healthy. Nate, I'd go Ayuk. Over Thielen. Dawson Maxwell, I'd go Aaron Jones. You got to make sure he's healthy, though, but I don't like JT today. User 39, I'd go Kittle. John Bills, I'd go Jameson. Joe, Saquon is not going. Saquon Barkley is not playing today, guys. Got to get Saquon out of your lineups. Caleb Brown, I'd go Joe Burrow. Aaron Winters, I'd go Ayuk. Nate, I'd go Ayuk. Maggie S. Taylor, Kamara, Mostert, or Henry. Pick 3. Maggie, I'd go Kamara, Mostert, and Henry. Would be the 3. I would sit Jonathan Taylor. Thanks so much for the question. If you guys hit me up on TikTok or YouTube answering your questions right now, Rapid fire. You don't have to contribute. You don't have to subscribe. This one's for everybody. Mason, I'd go Collins. Mason, I'd go Collins. Navi, I'd go Breida. Navi, I'd go Breida. Appreciate you guys being with us every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. MB19, I go Hollywood Brown. MB19, I go Hollywood Brown. Amanda, I don't like either one of them today. They both have a brutal matchup against the Tennessee Titans run defense. So Moss or Taylor, I guess I go Moss just because he's going to get more carries. But if I'm being honest, I dislike both of them today. Junior, I'd go Joe Burrow. Junior, I'd go Joe Burrow. Trino, I'd go Reynolds, I think. It's close. Grace Gold, I'd go Richardson. Grace Gold, I'd go Richardson. Thanks for joining us today, Grace Gold. Tyler, I'd go Warren. Tyler, I'd go Warren. Tyler, flex position. Javonte Williams, no. DJ Chark, I'd probably go with Chark. Tyler, I'd probably go Chark, just barely over Osborne, but it's close. Jake Lanning, I'd go Myers. Jake Lanning, I'd go Myers. Connor, I'd go with Pacheco. Connor, I'd go Pacheco over Jonathan Taylor. Appreciate all of those guys being with us. Guys, we don't answer fantasy questions on IG, only on TikTok and on YouTube, okay? So, guys, if you're hitting me up on Instagram for fantasy advice, it's going to be a swing and a miss. Don't do it. TikTok and YouTube, that's where we answer your fantasy questions. If you want all of my sports bets, if you want every bet that I make every single day, that's where you should DM us. DM me on Instagram if you want all of my bets every day. But if you want fantasy football advice, don't DM me here. Don't DM me on Instagram. Don't DM me on Instagram if you want fantasy advice. Matt Kaminsky, figure it out, dude. Zach 12 Curtis. Tua or Hurts? Ooh, I'd go with Jalen Hurts. Zach 12 Curtis, I'd go with Jalen Hurts. Alex, I'd go with Anthony Richardson. Chase, Chase, I would start Puka, Kupp, and Debo's injury has me worried, so I go Puka, Kupp, and Thielen. Puka, Kupp, and Thielen just because the injury concern. Luka, I'd go Addison. I'd go Addison over Dell. Finally, Josh Allen and the Bills are driving. Let's see if they can get some points before halftime. 11-0 Jaguars so far right now. Connor Flats. Is it bad I'm starting Hill, Waddle, and Achane? No. Connor Flats, you're okay. One of the only offenses in the NFL I could say that about. Scott, I probably lean towards Flowers. I lean towards Flowers just barely. Sammy Cameron, I'd go Lamb, Hollywood Brown, and Thielen. Thanks for the question, Sammy Cameron. Just Blake 1, I'd go Waddle and Wilson. Chase Mode 10, I'd go Boyd. Thanks for the question. Junior, I'd go Josh Reynolds. It's close, though. T.Y., I'd go Robinson. Lincoln, JT, or Debo. The injury has me concerned, but I go Debo, I think, if he's healthy, obviously. Jake Navarro, I'd start chasing Cup. I love Pittman, but I like chasing Cup more. Oh, you're asking for the flex. I go Pittman at the flex. Jake Navarro, I go Pittman at the flex. Thanks so much for the question. You sir, I go Achane. Barkley is not playing, guys. Saquon Barkley is not playing. So you sir, I definitely go Achane. Achane would be the play. Garrett Morris, I go Ramondre Stevenson and Warren. Ricky, I go Michael Wilson. Over Josh Reynolds. Exotic Carter, I go Puka. at the flex. Luis, I go James Conner. Talon. Do you think I should start Cowboys defense or Jets defense? I would start the Jets defense. Yusuf, I just answered your question on YouTube. I'd go with Achane. Achane would be the play. Eli, I'd go with Burrow, and I'd go with Sutton. Eli, I'd go Burrow and Sutton. Renee, I'd go Hopkins. Renee Aziz. I love DeAndre Hopkins today. He'd definitely be the play for me. Final 2 minutes of our rapid fire session, guys. Max, I'd go Ayuk. Jacob, I'd go Dell. Phoebe, I'd go Hall. Phoebe 2622, I'd go Hall. Ninja, I'd go Stevenson. Nothing's even Steven, I'd go Watson. Nothing's even Steven, I'd go Watson. I'd go Joe Burrow over Stroud and Dobbs. Joe Burrow over Stroud and Dobbs. Perla, I'd go Olave. Caleb Clough, I'd go Michael Pittman. I'd go Michael Pittman. Sharia B. I'm going to lean towards George Pickens, just barely over Tank Dell, but it's close. White Chris, I'd go Watson. I'm going to lean towards Watson, barely over Hollywood Brown, but it's close. Justin, I'd go Judy. Justin Elkinson, I'd go Judy. Kalen Winnett, I'd go Michael Wilson. Freddie Medina, I'd go Aaron Jones. I'd go Jones. Andy Kinlaw, I'd go Flowers. City Star 54, I'd go Gus Edwards. City Star 54, I'd go Gus Edwards. Final minute of rapid fire, guys. VVS Productions, I'd go Kirk Cousins. Luther, I'd go Breece Hall. Raven Programmet, I'd go Puka. Puka over Nico Collins. Skylar Anders, I'd go Joe Burrow. Over CJ Stroud. Okay, guys. We just finished our rapid fire session. This is what we got going. Okay, when we hit 50,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. So at 50,000 likes, we'll do another rapid fire session where we answer everybody's question. Until then, I'm going to focus on those who contribute and subscribe. I will also focus those on YouTube. So if you don't want to contribute, subscribe, or watch on YouTube, hit that screen at 50,000 likes. We will do another 10 minutes of rapid fire question and answer. So at 50,000 likes, another rapid fire session of Q&A. We have just hit our live goal, which means I have another game pick to give out. We have another game pick to give out for today. So if you guys are looking for NFL game picks, about to drop another one, next pick that I'm going to give out, I'm going to take the Bengals on the money line. I'm taking Bengals on the money line today, going up against the Cardinals. I know that the Bengals have underwhelmed this year and the Cardinals have been a bit of a surprise. But for today, I'm going to ride with the Bengals. I'll take them on the money line. Minus 165. There's another play up on the board. Every time we hit our live goal, we give out a pick. Of course, if you want all of my bets every single day, just DM me on Instagram. If you DM me on Instagram, I will give you every pick that I make every day. So if you want all of my sports bets, player prop bets, game totals, game picks, spread plays, just hit me up on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me there. I'll share a link and a referral code, and you can get every pick that I make. Boom! Josh Allen passing touchdown to Stephon Diggs. That's good for our bets. That's good for our player prop bets. That's good news. Finally, the Bills are in the end zone. Dustin, I'd go with Pittman over Smith. Oh, by the way, we're back to focusing on contributors and subscribers. So, if you guys want your question answered, that's how you can do it. Eli Gaming, I'd go with Dell. Max Cameron, I'd go Puka and Flowers. I'm going to focus on those that contribute to the show and subscribers like Siobhan Matthews. Siobhan, I think I'd sit Henry. It's a little tough because you're starting both running backs of the Dolphins. I'm usually not crazy about that, but thanks so much for the hat. I don't know who gave it. Oh, Michael, thanks so much for the hat, Michael. Making me look good on this Sunday. Michael's giving me that hat, helping me out. Really appreciate it, Michael. You've been a great supporter of the show. Eli, I'd go Breece Hall. Sammy, I'd go Flowers. I'd go Flowers over Debo. Thanks for the question. Arctic Tiger, rate single entry. Tua, Montgomery, Robinson, Hopkins, Flowers. Love the team, Arctic Tiger. Love that team, Arctic Tiger. Great team you got there. Sam E. Rui. I'd go Cooper, Cup, and I'd go Pittman. Sam E. Rui. I'd go Cup and Pittman. Thanks for the Cup and Pittman. Thanks for the question. Again, at 50,000 likes, we'll do another rapid fire for everybody. Rapid fire at 50,000 likes. Fisher Iverson. I'd go Jacoby Myers and Thielen. I'd go Jacoby Myers and Thielen. Those would be the two plays for me. Again, if you want every bet that I make every single day, DM me on Instagram, guys. You'll get a referral code. All of my picks are free. So DM me on Instagram if you want every bet that I make every single day. Just DM me on Instagram, ButtFumble Sports on Instagram. I'll give you a referral code and a link. You can see every play, pick, parlay, everything up on the SHARPZ app. Just DM me on Instagram. By the way, guys, believe it or not, I've been live for 2 hours. 2 straight hours of talking. 2 straight hours of answering your fantasy questions, sports betting questions. Obviously, just chatting it up with you guys. Make sure that you hit that follow button, because we're live for another at least hour and a half, at least. Tyler, I'd go Aaron Jones. I'd be a little worried, Tyler, about his health, but I prefer Aaron Jones over Kyren Williams. Kyren Williams is not a good play today. Again, I'm going to focus on those that contribute to the show, those that are subscribing. If you guys want me to answer your question and you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to gift, just tap that screen. Let's get up to 50,000 likes. At 50,000 likes, I will answer everybody's question in a 10-minute rapid-fire session. Crazy legs. I'd go with Elliott, I think. Crazy legs, I'd go with Elliott, but it's close. Sammy Cameron, I'd go Mixon and Edwards. Philip Slay, I'd go with Romeo Dobbs. Oh, I'd go with Rice, I think. Philip Slay, I'd go with Rice, actually. Brendan Miller, I'd go Puka, Cup, and Olave. Brendan Miller. Subscribers and contributors, we're focused on you until we hit 50,000 likes, and then we're answering everybody's question. So if you want your question answered and you don't want to contribute or subscribe, tap that screen, 50,000 likes, we'll answer everybody's question. Michael Amdahl, thanks so much for supporting the show. I'm looking for your question, Michael. Make sure you get it up there. Tyler, I appreciate you, brother. Hope you're having a great day. Subscribers and contributors, they get the attention right now. Like dot, period, whatever you want the name to be. Matt Breida or Pierce. I'll go Dameon Pierce. I don't feel great about it, but I don't trust Breida. I'll go Dameon Pierce over Breida. Thanks so much for contributing to the show. Again, contributors and subscribers, they get top billing right now. Like Devin. Devin, thanks so much. Get your question in, Devin. Here to help you out. We will do another rapid fire session at 50,000 likes. Devin, I'd go with... Devin, I'm going to lean slightly towards Pickens, just barely. Devin, I'm going to lean towards Pickens just barely over Tank. It's very close, Devin. I don't know if I feel great about it, to be honest. It is very, very close. Between Pickens and Tank Dell, very, very close. Yeah, it's super close. I'll go Pickens, but it's close. Both teams they're playing are good against the pass. That's why it's so hard. If you guys contribute to the show, we're going to answer your question right away. Otherwise, get us up to 50,000 likes. At 50,000 likes, I answer everybody's question in a 10-minute rapid fire. So again, if you want your question answered, but you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to contribute to the show, all you got to do is tap the screen, and we'll do a 10 minutes of answering everybody's question. Tyler, should I start Raymond? He could be a nice substitute if you just can't find anyone off the waiver wire, if there's really nowhere else where you could go. Again, focused on those who contribute to the show. We'll do that rapid fire session. Get us up to 10,000 likes, guys. I would love to do that rapid fire session as soon as we can. Jake Navarro, trade Puka, Dobbs, Swift, and Ertz for Bijan, Adams, and Brian Robinson. Yes, I'd actually do the trade. Jake Navarro, if you're getting Bijan, Adams, and Robinson, I actually would do that trade. Yep. Lethal Jeek, feed ETN is right. I think that's exactly what the Jacksonville Jaguars need to do, Lethal Jake. Love seeing you on both platforms. Daniel, JT is not a good play today. JT, snap count, and facing a tough defense. The wire been picked clean? I don't know what that means. The wire been picked clean. I don't know what that means, Tyler. The Wire is one of my favorite shows, but of course it is. I'm a white guy. Hunter Edwards 30 with Gibbs out. Oof. Moss or Dalvin Cook. Brutal. I hate both of them. I'll go Dalvin Cook. He's got the better matchup. But Hunter Edwards, I hate both of them, to be honest. Hate both of them today. Daniel, I'd go with Pacheco. Daniel, I'd go with Pacheco. Daniel, Pacheco. Pacheco over JT and Tank Dell. 50,000 likes. We do a rapid fire through everybody's question. Make sure you hit that screen. Let's get up to 50,000 likes, guys. Crazy Legs. Is it stay away from JT and Cup? I would go with Cooper Kupp today. I think Cooper Kupp is a good play. Jonathan Taylor, he's a bad play. I don't like Jonathan Taylor today. Appreciate all those that are with us every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. We are live every single day on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a subscriber. We do subscriber-only shows almost every day. So if you're worried it's not worth it, I promise you it is. Tyler, I'd go Joe Burrow. Burrow over Love. Again, at 50,000 likes, guys, at 50,000 likes, I'll answer everybody's question. Rapid fire at 50,000 likes, we will answer everybody's question. I don't care if you've contributed, if you're a subscriber, everybody gets their question answered at 50,000 likes. I hope that's enough reason to tap that screen as many times as you can. ID Maggio, I don't agree with you. I think Joe Burrow is worth playing today, but I'll let you make that determination on your own. Rapid fire at 50,000 likes. By the way, moderators, if you see anyone who's contributed to the show, any subscribers I haven't gotten to, make sure you pin them. Tyler, Higgins is not playing. Higgins has a rib injury. He is not playing today, meaning Tyler Boyd's value goes up, meaning Joe Mixon's value goes up, meaning Jamar Chase is a great play today. Jamar Chase is a phenomenal play today. Daniel, I'd go Joe Burrow. Daniel, I'd go Joe Burrow. Michael Amdahl, if you want your question answered, make sure you throw it in there. Haven't seen it yet. Daniel, I'd go Higbee over Ferguson. Daniel, Higbee over Ferguson. 50,000 likes, I answer everybody's question. So tap that screen, everybody. At 50,000 likes, we'll answer everybody's question. So tap that screen. Let's get up to 50K so I can answer everybody. Jake Navarro, I'd go Burrow. Jake Navarro, I'd go Burrow. By the way, a big turnover by the Jaguars at the end of the first half meant they couldn't get extra points. So, first half score from London, 11-7. Jaguars lead the Bills. I think Buffalo is very lucky to have this game be within range. It could be 14-7. It could be even higher. Jaguars hurt themselves with that turnover. I like the Bills to make a second half comeback. If you're doing some live in-game betting, might be nice to take the Bills right now. I'm even going to check it out on my own sports book right now. By the way, again, if you want all of my bets every day, just DM me on Instagram. Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. Retro Dad, do I ride with Cincy -3? I'm taking Cincy on the money line, but actually, I would... Here's the thing. Retro Dad, I don't like Cincy -3, but I told you guys before, I don't like those flat numbers. I don't like 3. If you could get it at 2.5, I love it. I want the hook in my favor. I want that 0.5 in my favor. If Cincy wins by a field goal, you get $0. It's a push. You just get your bet back. That's not worth it. At 2.5, I like it. I like the Bengals to cover, but not at 3. At 3, I could see the push happening. If you get it at 2.5, that's a good value. Going from 3 to 2.5, you're not giving up odds by that much. Maybe you go from -115 to -125 or -130. It's worth it. Cincy at -2.5, good bet. Cincy at -3, not as good. Not as good. By the way, if you're looking for in-game betting, right now the Bills are -2.5. -2.5 on the Bills if you're doing some in-game betting. I'm not going to take -2.5. I might just take the Bills on the money line. Bills in-game betting money line. I'm getting it at a better price than it was prior, obviously, to the start of the game. So I do like taking them right now at minus 135. Minus 135, everybody. I would double down on the Bills. I'll take them on the money line, hoping they can cash an in-game bet for me. We're focusing on contribute. Oh, we just hit 50,000 likes. You guys are the best. Now that we've hit 50,000 likes, I'm going to answer everybody's question. So we will do a rapid fire session. We will go until 11:20. We will go until 11:20 answering everybody's question, okay? Lethal Jake, I don't know what's going on then. I don't know what's going on. Okay, guys, we are going to do a rapid fire until 11:20 answering everybody's question. But before I do, if you guys want all of my sports bets every day, DM me on Instagram. If you want every bet that I make, player prop bets, game picks, in-game betting, every bet that I make automatically filters to the SHARPZ app. So if you want every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram, the name of my company. DM me there. I'll share a referral code and a link. You can get every bet that I make every day. MLB, NFL, college football, WNBA, NBA, player prop bets, game total, game pick, every bet that I make every day for free. For free. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll share the referral code and the link. You can get every pick that I make every day. Okay, enough of that. I'm going to take a quick sip, and then we will do our rapid fire session until 11:20, okay? So we will do rapid fire in... And 1, and let's go. Connor, I'd go Russell Wilson. Connor, I'd go Russell Wilson. DeBirds 20, I'd go Algier. DeBirds 20, I'd go Algier. AJ, I'd go Michael Pittman. AJ on YouTube, I'd go Michael Pittman. Thanks for the question. Bradley, I'd go DeAndre Hopkins. Bradley Tony, I'd go DeAndre Hopkins over Romeo Doubs. Thanks for the question. Sebastian, I'd go Josh Jacobs just barely. Josh Jacobs barely over Henry, though I like both. TTVC, I'd go James Conner. James Conner would be the pick for me. Your boy T, I'd go Brandon Ayuk. Your boy T, I'd go Brandon Ayuk. Lethal Jake, let's do some rapid fire. I love it. Dante, I don't like Zach Moss today, Dante. Zach Moss is not a good play for me. Tapan Patel, I'd go Rice. Tapan Patel, believe it or not, I'd go Rashee Rice. Lorenzo Gonzalez, I'd go Waddle, Breece Hall, and James Conner. Lorenzo Gonzalez, I'd go Waddle, Hall, and James Conner. Zach 11BB, If I had to sit one, Kyron Williams. Kyron Williams is not a good play today, Zach. Kyron Williams would be the player I sit. Doing rapid fire through everyone's question. Everyone gets their question asked now. Ty, I'd go Lamar Jackson. I'd go Lamar Jackson. Talon, I'd go Dalvin Cook. Talon, I'd go Dalvin Cook, though I hate it. Sebastian, I'd go Josh Jacobs. I'd go Josh Jacobs over Nico Collins. Dallas Whiting, I'd go so... It's very close. Dallas Whiting, I go C.J. Stroud. Darren 123, I go Goddard. Darren 123, I go Goddard and Stevenson. Darren 123. Udhey, Udhey. I'd go Joe Mixon, believe it or not. Joe Mixon would be the player I'd start, Udhey. Squalls, thanks so much for saying you love the show. So grateful for the support you guys show us. If you love the content and the conversation, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a follower. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. I am live every single day. So if you love the content and the conversation, make sure you're a follower today. Ricky's, I go Mostert over Swift. Erica G, I go Michael Wilson. I'm worried about Debo's health. If Debo is 100%, I'd go him, but Michael Wilson's probably the safer play. Noah, I'd go Zay Flowers. Thanks so much for the question, Noah. Kadarius Toney fanboy, I go Tua Tagovailoa. Marco, I'd go Garrett Wilson. Cam, I'd go with Mostert. Cam with the Lightning, I'd go Mostert over Kamara. A. Sandoval, I'd go Myers. A. Sandoval, I'd go Myers over Thielen and Tank Dell. Thanks for the question. Austin Davis, I'd go Joe Burrow. Austin Davis, I'd go Joe Burrow. The real Caleb Bradley, my team is in shambles. I would start Algier. The real Caleb Bradley, I would start Algier. Thanks for the question. Lemon, I'd go Mostert. Lemon, I would go Mostert. I like Puka a lot, but I go Mostert number 1. User 86528. User 86528. I'd go Montgomery over Kyron Williams. Montgomery over Kyron Williams. Mike V, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Mike V, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Ant, I'd go Breece Hall. Ant, I'd go with Breece Hall. If you guys want my sports bets every single day, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. So Tony Smith, if you want all of my picks every single day, DM me on Instagram. You will get every pick that I make for free. NFL, MLB, it doesn't matter the type of pick, doesn't matter the sport. SHARPZ is a social media app that's like Facebook. I connect my sports book to SHARPZ. Every bet that I make automatically filters in. You can see all of them. Even better, you can comment on them. You can follow, like, or fade, dislike. I love interacting with you guys there. I can see your bets too. I love giving you guys a hard time or even tailing some of your bets. So if you guys want all of my bets and want to interact with me around my sports bets, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me and I will give out the link and the referral code. Colby W, I'd go James Conner. Colby W, I'd go Conner over Thielen and Waddle. James Conner would be the play. Ramses, I'd go Stevenson. Ramses, I'd go Stevenson. That would be the play for me. Thanks so much for the question. Cade Ball, I'd go Robert Woods. Cade Ball, I'd go Robert Woods. Jaden Sullivan, I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. Jaden Sullivan, I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. Gav, I'd go Olave. Gav, I'd go Olave over Nico and Ayuk. Oh, whoa. Sorry, Gav. I didn't see the sit one. Gav, if I had to sit one, I'd sit Nico, I think. I think I'd sit Nico Collins. Alex, I'd go Stevenson over Collins. Stevenson over Collins. Ignacio, I'd go Josh Reynolds. Ignacio, I'd go with Josh Reynolds. Alejandro Chang, you're getting my picks. If you guys want my bets every day, Alejandro Chang just got them. DM me on Instagram right now and you'll get them. Arm XAN, I'd go Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp over Puka. It's close, but I'd go Cooper Kupp. Owen Marsh, I'd go Jalen Warren. Owen Marsh, I'd go Jalen Warren. Steve B, I'd go Rice. Steve B, I'd go Rice. Anthony Gomez, I'd go Breece Hall just barely. I'd go Breece Hall just barely over Josh Jacobs. I like both of them a lot. Wish you could start both of them if I'm being honest. If you guys want all of my bets, just DM me on Instagram. You get them for free. Rapid fire session going on right now for another 6 minutes. Kyle Hunter, I'd go with Swift and Mixon. Kyle Hunter, I'd go Swift and Mixon. Jaden, I'd go with A.J. Brown. Jaden, I'd go... if I had to sit one, I'd sit Garrett Wilson. Sorry, the sit one confused me. Jaden, I would start A.J. Brown. I would sit Garrett Wilson. Thanks for the question. James Jones, I'd go Laporta. James Jones, I might go Laporta. Ben Atley, I'd go Pittman. Ben Atley, I'd go Pittman. Dispenser, I'd go Pittman. Dispenser, I'd go Pittman. Mookie, thanks so much for hitting that follow button. If you guys haven't done so already, hit that follow button, everybody. Hit that follow button. Make sure you guys are a member of this amazing community. We are live every single day. If you're hitting me up on Instagram for all of my picks, I will give them out, just like Cole Deanna Sizemore, you just got him. That said, we will not answer fantasy questions on Instagram. We do not answer fantasy questions on IG, TikTok, and YouTube for that. So DM me on Instagram for my picks, but not for fantasy advice. We're doing that live on the screen. Start 2 out of Cup. Ayuk and CeeDee Lamb in a non-PPR. Money JX, I'd go with Cup and CeeDee Lamb. Money JX, I'd go with Cup and CeeDee Lamb. Period, I'd go with Breece Hall. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Fire away with those questions. Rapid fire session happening. Luca Paul. I'd go Josh Dobbs. Luca Paul. Luca Powell. I go Josh Dobbs. Brennan. I'd go Cooper Kupp. I'd go Cooper Kupp and the 2 Devontaes. Brennan. I'd go Kupp and the 2 Devontaes. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate you guys being with us. Jake. There's all my picks. There you go, Jake Smullen. Chase Franklin. I'd go Mark Andrews. Chase Franklin. I would go Mark Andrews. Serge. I'd go Stafford. Serge, I'd go Stafford over Dobbs. Chase Birched. Chase, I'd go Olave. Chase, I'd go Olave over Wilson. Devin Parmet, I'd go Burrow. Devin Parmet, I'd go Burrow. Ethan, I'd go Drake London, but I don't feel great about it. I'll go London over Tutu Atwell, just because with Cooper Kupp back, it's going to be tough for Tutu Atwell to be able to get any good production. Make sure you guys hit us up on Instagram if you want all of my bets. Jeff Richardson Reed, great to see you this morning, Jeff. I would go Jacobs, Mixon, and James Conner. Jacob, Mixon, and James Conner. By the way, Lethal Jake, great to see you, Lethal Jake. Great to see you. Renee Aziz, I'd go Debo. I'm just worried about the health. User 42, I'd go Mostert. I know Achan is probably the popular pick with a lot of people, but I like Mostert a lot. By the way, Flash, you just hit me up on Instagram. You just got a link and a referral code to every bet that I make. Flash, you're the latest, but you don't have to be the last. If you guys want all of my picks every day, DM me on Instagram. Lele, I'd go Hunter Henry. Lele 808, I'd go Hunter Henry. P Swizz. I don't like either one of them, to be honest. I'll go McLaughlin, but I don't really like either one. Lethal Jake, Olave might be injured with trainers right before the game. Ooh, very interesting. Getting some word about Olave. You'll have to keep me up to date on that one. So if you can, Lethal Jake, keep me aware of that one so we can check the status. Has me a little bit worried, I will say that. I'm going to pull up Adam Schefter over here on Twitter just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Appreciate all those that are with us every single day. Let's get back to questions. Carson, I go Bijan. Carson is asking who would I sit. Carson, if I sat anybody, it actually would probably be Pollard. I'd probably sit Carson. I'd probably sit Tony Pollard, believe it or not. Flash Agile, I'd go Joe Burrow. Flash, I'd go with Joe Burrow. Thanks so much for the question, Flash. Appreciate you joining us. Aaron Smith, I'd go Montgomery and Breece Hall. Aaron Smith, I'd go Montgomery and Breece Hall. Osmar Rojas, I'd go Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow would be the play for me. Jay, I'd go Goddard. I'd go Goddard over Jonnu Smith. Brady Quinn, Brady Kinn, I'd go Mostert. Brady Kinn, I'd go Mostert. Hassan Ahmad, why did you say under 36.5 passing attempts for Trevor Lawrence? We looked at his trends dating back to on the road. He'd only gone over once over the last 5 games, so the trend was on the under. That's why we went with it. I know it's not looking great right now that he has 23 pass attempts, so I'm very aware of the fact, but we went with the trend. That's what we went with. Julian, I'm going Mostert. I'm going Mostert over Dobbs and Najee. By the way, Hassan Ahmed, just to give you some insight as to my picks, the bets that I make are based off of data, trends, and analytics. So if we see a trend that's 4 out of the last 5, 6 out of the last 7, that's what we're going to ride with. Yes, we do take into consideration, obviously, the matchup and other variables. But when I give you guys a pick or I give you analysis on a pick, I want you guys to know it is always data-based, analytics-based, trend-based. It's not like, oh, Trevor Lawrence and I went to the same school. Not that we did. But there's no personal favorability. It's always about data, matchups, trends, and analytics. That's why we come up with the decisions we make. Sometimes those trends continue, sometimes they don't, but I try to give you the best information possible so you guys can get the most out of my picks every day. We don't answer fantasy questions on IG. TikTok and YouTube for that. If you guys want my picks, go to Instagram. If you guys want fantasy advice, hit me up on TikTok and YouTube. Nicholas, I'd go Michael Wilson. Nicholas Jordan, I'd go Michael Wilson. Anthony, I'd go McLaughlin. I'd go Sanders. I don't like it, but I go Sanders. FR, I'd go Ayuk. FR, I'd go Ayuk. User 2487, I'd go Gus Edwards. Flash, I think you just got them all. Sprite GT, I'd go Mostert. Sprite GT, I'd go Mostert. Maid's Channel, I'd go Tank Dell. Mad's Channel, Maid's Channel, I'd go Tank Dell. Guys, we have hit the end of our rapid fire session, so we will challenge you guys. Get us up to 75,000 likes. At 75,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. Until then, I will focus on those that contribute to the show, subscribers, gift givers on TikTok, but at 75,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. We'll do that for 15 minutes, so hit that like button, tap that screen. By the way, our moderators are standing by, so if you guys contribute to the show, our moderators will pin your question. That way we never miss it. Big Luis, thanks so much, Big. Thanks so much for the hat. Every time you guys contribute to the show, a little icon goes up next to your handle. We look for those. We want to make sure we answer and prioritize those people. So if you contribute to the show, just ask your question. Sometimes TikTok can get a little glitchy and it won't see you. Even if you ask your question, just keep dropping it in there. We'll find it eventually. But we are going to focus on contributors to the show, subscribers, until we get up to 75,000 likes. At 75,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. Bryce, Deebo Samuel's injury has me worried. I'll go Rashee Rice. Bryce, I'll go with Rice only because I'm worried about Deebo Samuel. He has a knee injury. He has a rib injury. Maybe he plays, but he's got a tough matchup, and he's banged up. It just doesn't feel like a play I really want to take. Appreciate all of those who are with us every single day. Make sure that you guys are hitting us up. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day. Make sure you're a follower. Make sure you're a subscriber. Yoni, great to see you this morning. Yoni, if you've got questions about your fantasy team, your sports bets, Yoni, feel free to fire away. Here to help you out. Again, if you contribute to the show, we will pin your tweet. Make sure we see it. That way you'll never miss a question being answered. So if you contribute, subscribe, our moderators and I are looking for you out there in the comment section. If you don't want to contribute, if you don't want to subscribe, get us up to 75,000 likes and we will do another rapid fire session. Fishy Fish, I'd go Hollywood Brown. Fishy Fish, I'd go Hollywood Brown. Porfirio, I'd go Watson. Porfirio, I'd go Christian Watson. Thanks so much for the question, Porfirio. Thanks so much for the hat. We've been getting a lot of hats. I love it, Big. Big Luis, thanks so much. Big Luis, thanks so much. Connor, I'd go Gus Edwards. Connor Snard, I'd go Gus Edwards. Thanks so much for the question. We have hit our live goal, so as I promise, every time we hit our live goal, I will give out a pick that I like today. Let's give out another player prop bet, guys. Let's give out another player prop bet. Promised you guys I'd give out a pick every time we hit our live goal. I'm going to take a big risk. I'm going to take a very big chance on a team that maybe a lot of people are like, that team's dog poop. Well, I'm going to take a chance on them. I'm taking the Jets plus 3.5 today. Could I see the Jets winning? I actually could, but I'll take the Jets plus 3.5 at minus 155. The next bet that I'm giving out for free, because we hit our live goal, is Jets plus 3.5 at minus 155. Right now, if you are watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see all the bets that I've made so far today, all the picks that I put up on the screen. But if you want all of my bets every day, if you don't want to wait around for the live goal, if you want all of my picks every day, DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me, I'll share a link and a referral code. You can get every pick that I make. Player prop bets, from sacks, total passing yards, touchdowns, anytime touchdowns. You can get game picks. You can get every pick that I make every single day. All you got to do is DM me on Instagram. That's the way to get it. Again, right now we're focusing on contributors to the show, like Porfirio, I'd go Mike Wilson. Porfirio, I'd go Michael Wilson. If you contribute to the show, I'm going to focus on your question. Adam A., who's winning? Right now it's 11-7. Jacksonville is winning. I think the Bills are going to come back and win. I still like the Bills on the money line in this game. I know that they're down 4 points, but I like the Bills to come back in this game. I think they'll ultimately get the comeback win. Connor, really appreciate you, dude. Really appreciate you supporting the show. Saying you like the content, you like me, really means a lot. Pretty Boy Roy, I'd go with CJ Stroud. I'm a little bit worried about Purdy's matchup against the Cowboys, so I would go with CJ Stroud. Park Thai Travels. Park Thai Travels. Who's your backup wide receiver? I think Adams is going to play, but I am a little bit worried. I like him especially with Jimmy G being healthy, so... Again, at 75,000 likes, we're going to do a rapid fire answering everybody's question. But until then, we're just going to focus on contributors. Steelers defense or Colts defense? I hate both of them. Socratic, JT, both are bad plays. I think I'd rather have the Colts, but not by much. Both are bad plays. Man, I don't like Nico Collins today, Park T Travels. He's got a tough matchup against AJ Terrell, so I'd lean towards Devontae, but I understand the risk. If you're not willing to take the risk, I totally get it. Make sure you guys hit me up on Instagram if you want all of my bets every day, like Gary Farrell. Gary Farrell, guess what you're getting, buddy? Every pick that I make every day. The referral code and the link, you just download the SHARPZ app. Every bet that I make is for free. You don't need to pay money for the SHARPZ app. You can see all of my bets for free. Every bet that I make every day, you just got it. Thanks so much for hitting me up. Again, focusing on contributors to the show and subscribers right now. Kate, any update on Olave? Did someone just mention he's injured? We heard that prior to while warming up today, that he was banged up and they were starting to look at him. I haven't seen anything on it right yet. I'm still looking for it. I'm going to search right now, Chris Olave. So, pregame, an ankle concern. Pregame, they're saying he might have rolled his ankle. They're testing out his ankle pregame. I can't tell. Yeah, it seems to be dealing with an ankle injury. Moving around fine later in warm-ups. Should be good to go. What I'm seeing right now on Twitter is Olave. There was some ankle concern, but looks like that he will play. Might not be as favorable a play as we would have thought, but Chris Olave, I think, still will play. So keep your eye on that. Socratic JT, I'd go with Musgrave. I'd actually go with Musgrave, believe it or not, especially if Devontae Adams ends up missing. Again, we're focused on those who contribute to the show, for now at least, like Big Keem 1991. I go Lamar Jackson. Big Keem, I go Lamar Jackson. We will go back to answering everybody's question when we hit 75,000 likes. At 75,000 likes, we'll answer everybody's question. Mark Poma, I go Thielen. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you're tapping that screen. At 75,000 likes, we'll answer everybody's question. Smalls, I'd go Mark Andrews. I'd go with Mark Andrews over Laporta. J. Rongo 1030. I'd go Goddard. Lethal Jake, it looks like he's going to be okay, but I understand there is some reason for concern. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Let's get up to 75,000 likes as fast as we can. Adam, I'd go Puka. Carson, I'd go with Mixon. Tyler, I have to start Cam Akers. Could be worse. You could have to start Madison. Yuck. Tyler, more? Which more? Which more are we talking about, Tyler? Which more are we talking about here? Lucci DeMeo. I'd go London. I don't love it, but I'd go Drake London. Haven 55, I'd go Aaron Jones. Got to keep track of his injury, but I prefer him. Tyler, Sky Moore. Oh, interesting. I like Sky Moore today, I think. It's pretty close. Who was your question again? It was Moore, Lazard. I'd go with Moore just barely. I'll go with Sky Moore just barely. Again, at 75,000 likes, we will go back to answering everybody's question. Pretty Boy Roy, I will go with Stroud. At 75,000 likes, we will answer everybody's question. Until then, I'm focusing on subscribers, contributors. But if you guys want me to answer your question, just tap that screen. I'm sure we'll get to 75,000 in just a couple minutes. Porfirio, I'd go with CJ Stroud. Thanks so much for the question. Really appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. Burrow or Goff, I'd go Joe Burrow. 75,000 likes is the goal. Can we get there? Hope you guys are hitting that like button. Socratic JT. Okay, with Olave being a little banged up, I think I like Rashee Rice a little bit more. This ankle injury just has me a little bit concerned about Chris Olave, a little bit more than I would have been prior to the show, so just a little bit of concern there. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. This is such a great community of sports fans. I cannot say thank you enough to you guys. You guys are the best. You guys are the absolute best. 75,000 likes. Let's rocket fire up to 75,000 likes. That way I can answer everybody's question. At 75K, I will answer everybody's question. That way, if you've been waiting, if you're like, man, this dude only answers questions of those who subscribe and like, your opportunity comes at 75,000 likes. So tap that screen, everybody. Socratic, really appreciate the kind words, man. It's so nice. When you guys say nice things about me, it obviously is very flattering. I work really hard, do a lot of research during the week to try to give you guys the best advice possible, but knowing that you guys are so loyal and so enjoying the content, it means the world to me. Lethal Jake, let's rock it. Yep, let's tap that screen, everybody. Jake, pin that tweet, pin that comment. Let's let everyone go. Tyler, we do sell merch. If you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. If you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com, you can go to the merch store and get yourself a sweatshirt, a hat, a t-shirt. Obviously, we have those with our logo. We also have a number of NFL-related shirts, MLB-related shirts, a Brock Purdy shirt, a Butt Punch shirt, a Mr. Irrelevant shirt. If you guys want a merch shirt or you want one of our NFL shirts, go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Check out all of our merchandise today. That's buttfumblesports.com. There's a link in the bio here on TikTok. So if you love the merchandise, go check it out. Buttfumblesports on buttfumblesports.com. Go check out our merch store today. Lethal Jake knows. Tyler, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. We are so close to 75,000 likes. At 75,000 likes, I answer everybody's question. At 75K, I will answer everybody's question. Tyler, I'm sorry you got to start Cam Akers, buddy. I could see it. King Daddy, sorry about it. Lethal Jake, yeah, we're kind of hoping that the Bills can get some good field position, hopefully put together a nice drive and take that lead. At 75,000 likes, I'm going to answer everybody's question. We're so close. Rich Matthews, love the show as always. Rich, really appreciate you being with us, man. Okay, who should I leave out? I've been telling people to leave out Henry. It's really close. I love all four. It's really tough for me. I understand starting both running backs of the Dolphins is a tough decision, but the Giants' run defense is so bad. Rich Matthews, I lean towards Henry, but really, I like all four. It's a brutally tough decision to try to pull one out of there. We are so close to 75,000 likes, and we've hit it! Yeah, let's go! Okay, 75,000 likes. That means we're going to rapid fire. Rapid fire means I answer everybody's question. Whether you subscribe, contribute, doesn't matter. If you write a question, I'm going to answer it. You guys ready to go? I'm going to take a quick sip of soda, clear my throat, and then we're going to rapid fire, okay, everybody? So give me 1 second. Okay. Here we go, everybody. We are rapid fire. You guys ready? Are you set? Are you pumped? Let's go. Okay. We are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Rapid fire time, and let's go. Rich Matthews, I go Joe Burrow. Rich Matthews, I go Joe Burrow. Alfie Henders, I go Thielen. Alfie Henders, Thielen has the better matchup over Nico. I go Thielen. Bryce Novinsky. No pinning tweets. It throws me off. No pinning comments, please. Zeta. I go Carlson. I go Carlson. Brady, I'd go with... Oh, Brady, I think I'd rather have Amon-Ra St. Brown season long. Triggered, I'd go Algier. Shelby Miller, I'm worried about Olave and that ankle, so I might lean towards Ayuk now. It's close, though. Bryce Novinsky, I'd go Tank Dell. Owen Tormey. Michael Pittman's one of my favorite players of the day. I'd go Pittman over Nico Collins. Bucky MC, I'd go Puka. Bucky MC on YouTube, I'd go with Puka. Julian, I lean just slightly towards Breida. Just greater opportunity for points overall. Given he's a running back, he'll get more carries. CXM, I'd go Mostert. CXM 25-25, I'd go Raheem Mostert. Charlie Magnota. Charlie Magnota, I'd go Raheem Mostert. Sorry if I butchered your last name, but Charlie, I'd go Raheem Mostert. Connor Temple, I'd go Thielen. Connor Temple, I'd go Thielen. Lethal Jake knows it's rapid fire question time. We will do rapid fire questions until 11:50. 11:50 until we end rapid fire. So plenty of opportunity to get your question in. Vankos, I'd go Ayuk over Debo. Ayuk over Debo. Ray, I'd go Flowers over Reynolds. Flowers over Reynolds. Bucky MC, I'd go Derrick Henry. Bucky MC, I'd go Derrick Henry. Matthew Christopherson, I'd go Tyler Boyd. Matthew Christopherson, I'd go Tyler Boyd. Smalls, I really don't like that, but if you had to, I get it. I just wish we knew Adam's status a little bit better. Scotty, I'd still go Olave. Scotty, I'd still go Olave. Lonald, Brown, Watson, or Myers. You're not giving me, a lot of last names here. I'd go Jacoby Myers, I think. Jor, I'd go Boyd. Vince, I'd go Tank Dell. Patrick DeSantis, I'd go Gus Edwards, I think. It's close. I think I lean towards Gus Edwards barely over Myers. Jacob Christensen, answer your question over here, Christensen. I prefer Boyd over Dell. I prefer Addison over Dell. Bucky MC, I'd go Burrow. Julian Ponce, I'd go Tyler Boyd. Julian, I'd go Boyd. Landon, I would sit Madison. Landon, Ezel, I'd sit Madison. Derek L, I'd go Flowers. Skeeter Tiger 1, I'd go Tyler Boyd. Cole Morgan, I'd go Watson. Ski Man 13, I'd go Pacheco. Ski Man 13, I would go with Pacheco. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram if you want all of my bets every day. If you want every bet that I make every day, DM me on Instagram, Butt Sports on Instagram, to get every bet that I make. Every NFL, MLB, doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter the type of bet. DM me on Instagram to get every bet that I make today right now. Ben, Aaron Jones or Miles Sanders? Ben, I'm going to lean slightly towards Aaron Jones. Flicks, Wilson or Ayuk? I'll go with Ayuk for now. Jimbo J, I'd go Mostert. Jimbo J 30, I'd go Mostert. Shelby Miller, I'd go Kittle. Brandon Salmon, I'd go with Cooper Kupp. I'd go Cooper Kupp. Nardo, I'd go Swift. I'd go Swift over Hollywood Brown. Julian, with Olave's injury, I might lean towards Hollywood Brown there. It's very, very close for me right now. LT YouTube, I'd go Laporta and Mostert. LT YouTube, Laporta and Mostert. Thanks for the question. Daniel P, I'd go Mostert. Nico, I'd go Waddle. Tank Dell or Rashee Rice. I might go Rice, believe it or not. AL, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Alex Moore, I'm going to lean towards Dell. S-Rod got offered Richardson, London, and Cooper for Burrow, Mostert, and Hopkins. Oof. I'd probably do the trade. S-Rod, I probably would do the trade. Kobe Fisher, I'd go with Joe Burrow. Barely over Stafford, Kobe Fisher. K, I'd go Swift over JT. Thanks so much for the question. Keep in mind, guys, Saquon Barkley is out. Jay Jettas, I'd go Laporta. Charlie, if I had to pick one, I'd go Achan. I wish you could start Hall and Achan, Charlie, but I'll go Achan for now. Again, if you guys want all of my bets every single day, DM me on Instagram, Butt Sports on Instagram, to get every bet that I make for absolutely no dollars. Completely free. Oscar Berggren, I'd go Gus Edwards. Let's zoom down. Julian, I'd go Breida. Riley, I'd go Achan and Henry. Junior, great to see you. Before, I was going Olave over Collins. I don't feel as good about it with the ankle injury. I still think I like Olave more, Junior, but it's very close. Very, very close. Sam Theo. Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't playing. Debo's banged up. It might be Thielen, believe it or not. Thielen might be the best play. I prefer Debo if he's healthy, but it's close. EMC, I'd go with Puka. Jay, I'd go David Montgomery over James Conner. Love them both. Wish you could start both, but I'll go David Montgomery over James Conner. User 103000. User 103000. I go Breece Hall. Breece Hall over Kamara. Colin Daughtry. I'm going to go with Pierce. Colin Daughtry, I'll go Pierce. Cole Morgan, I'll go Pickens. Cole Morgan, I'll go Pickens. Lucas, I'll go Michael Thomas. Lucas, I'll go Michael Thomas. Zeta, I go Richardson. Zeta Vino, I go Richardson. Thanks for the question. Chase Pendergrass. Chase Pendergrass. I go Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon over Hollywood Brown. Again, guys, we're doing a rapid fire for another 9 minutes. Another 9 minutes of rapid fire. Waddle or Wilson? Liam, I go Waddle. Liam, I go with Waddle. Shane Usher. I'd go Zay Flowers. He's got the best matchup. Think he's going to get a lot of targets. I like Hollywood Brown's matchup, but Zay Flowers is the better play, Shane. Michael, hey man, how you doing? I would go with Schultz. Michael, I'd go with Schultz over Jonnu Smith. Schultz actually has a good matchup. Peter Pan 2020, I would go with Rice. Peter Pan 2020, I'd go with Rice barely. I understand the Michael Wilson, but I'd go with Rice just barely. Reynolds or Thomas? AT, I'd go with Thomas. AT, I'd go with Michael Thomas. The Destroyer 458. The Destroyer 458. I'd go Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp would be the play for me. Low Life Pins. I'd go Kupp. Low Life Pins. I'd go Cooper Kupp. Bills Mafia 235. I'd go with Warren. Bills Mafia 235. I'd go with Warren. Shelby Miller. I would rather go with Dameon Pierce barely. Dameon Pierce just barely. T-Bot, I'd go with Rice. T-Bot, I'd go with Rice. Tony, Ayuk or Andrews as a flex. I'd go Mark Andrews. I think Mark Andrews is actually the better play. Brett Binney, I'd go Mostert. I like Mostert and Jacobs a lot, but I'll lean just slightly towards Mostert. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. That's Crazy, I'd go with Cooper Kupp. That's Crazy, I'd go Cooper Kupp. Smalls, I'd go with Achan. Smalls, I'd go with Achan. LT YouTube, I'd go with Achan. LT YouTube, I'd go with Achan. Make sure that you guys are hitting that follow button. Make sure that you guys are members of this community. We are live every single day, so hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. 7 minutes left of rapid fire. Styles, I'd go Addison now with Olave being a little banged up. Poppy, I'd go with Miles Sanders. Poppy Chulo. User 511, I'd go Romeo Dobbs. Jared Martone, I prefer Aaron Jones, but the injury has me worried. Ryan Wise, number 20, I'd go Joe Burrow. Ryan Wise, number 20, I'd go Joe Burrow. Void, I'd go with Cooper Kupp. Void, I'd go with both. Void, Crown, I'd go with both if you can. Kupp and Puka are good plays. Ayuk or London, I'd lean just slightly towards Ayuk. Seth M, DeAndre Hopkins is one of my favorite players of today at the wide receiver position. I really like DeAndre Hopkins. That's where I'd go. And hello, 84. I'd go with Michael Wilson, I think. It's close, though. Pulsing Death. I'd go Pittman. Pulsing Death. I'd go Pittman. What a handle. Sion God. I'd go Patrick Mahomes. Oh, I'd have Kirk Cousins. If you have Kirk Cousins, I'd go Cousins over Purdy. Cousins over Purdy. Colin Jones, but I'm worried about the injury. That's Crazy, I'd go Kamara. That's Crazy, I'd go with Kamara. Appreciate all of you guys joining us every single day. If you have not done so already, if you want all of my bets every day, DM me on Instagram. If you want every bet that I make, every player prop, game pick, total play, every parlay, DM me on Instagram right now. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. You can get every pick that I make. Cal Haggard, I'd go Cal Haggard, I'd go D-Hop. Cal Haggard, I'd go D-Hop. He's my favorite one of that group. DeAndre Hopkins. Eli, I'd go Jamison Williams. Epic Craig, I'd go Puka and Pittman. Epic Craig, I love all three this week, but I'd go Puka and Pittman. Jordan F978. I'd go Derrick Henry over Kyron. I'd rather have Derrick Henry starting, and I'd go Addison. Henry and Addison would be the two plays for me. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you're hitting me up on Instagram if you want all of my bets every day. Alex Wisecup. I'd go Pittman. I'd go with Pittman. Thanks so much, Christian. Thanks so much for the superpower. Shane Conley. I'd go Waddle. Remy Lou, I'd go Ayuk. Cale Haggard, I'd go Jacoby Myers. Cale Haggard, I'd go Jacoby Myers. No pin tweets during rapid fire. No pin tweets. Is it time to drop Kincaid? I think he's a decent backup still. I don't know if I drop him just yet. Plenty of time in this game going on right now, halfway through the third. Still looking for these Bills to get back on track. They are down 4 points. CHZ, I'd go Josh Dobbs. CHZ, I'd go Josh Dobbs. Jovan, I'd go Aaron Jones. Gavin Hurt, I'd go Kittle, believe it or not. Alex, I'd go with the Saints defense. Connor Pepke, why is James Cook playing bad? It's because the offensive line isn't that good for the Bills. They don't prioritize the running game. I've talked to you guys about this before. Not as big on the running game of the Buffalo Bills as others are. Easton G, I'd go DeAndre Hopkins. Easton G, I'd go with DeAndre Hopkins. Noah, I'd go with Puka. I'd go with Puka over Flowers. It's close, though. TJ Farr, I'd go Cousins. TJ Farr, I'd go with Cousins. Lethal Jake, yeah, the Bills are dealing with a lot of injuries. Has me worried about my Bills moneyline pick, hoping they can still bounce back. Appreciate all those that are with us. We're rapid fire for another 3 minutes. Jake, I'd go Dameon Pierce over Madison. Jake, Dameon Pierce over Madison. Pokemon 96, I'd go Mostert. Mostert would be the play. Colin Daughtry, I'd go Flowers. Colin Daughtry, I'd go Flowers. Appreciate all those that are watching the show. Make sure that you hit me up on Instagram if you want all of my bets. DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram if you want every pick that I make. Oh yeah, I'd go Aaron Jones. Just got to be careful about that health. User 1906, I'd go Olave. User 1906, I'd go Olave. User 1975, I'd go Pickens. User 1975, I would lean towards Pickens. Brian, I'd go Achan. Brian, I'd go Achan. Geotaz, I'd go Breida. Geotaz, I'd go Breida. Terrence Crackhead. I'd go Najee and Sanders. Sanders. Savage Life, I'd go Puka. Savage Life, I'd go Puka. Appreciate you, IP Shade 45. The Daytona 500, I don't like Jonathan Taylor this week. Jonathan Taylor, not a good play for me, so I'd go Aaron Jones. Just got to make sure he's healthy. Bench Hollywood Brown, Wilson, or Debo. I'd probably bench Debo if he's hurt. Debo would probably be the odd man out, believe it or not. Hunty V, I'd go Cup. Hunty V, I'd go Cooper Cup. Jacob, I go Sanders over Madison. Jacob, I go Sanders over Madison. Thank you guys so much for helping me out with my live goal. I have another pick to give out. I promised you guys every time we hit our live goal, I will give out one of my favorite bets of the day. Let's go back and let's give out another pick today. Another pick that we're giving out. And this one is going to be my SHARPZ play of the day. My SHARPZ play of the day. Believe it or not, guys, I'm taking the 49ers on the money line. That is going to be my SHARPZ play of the day. My favorite bet of the day. I think the 49ers win today. Do they cover? Yo no say. But I like the 49ers on the money line, minus 192. That is my SHARPZ play of the day. If you guys want every bet that I make every day, doesn't matter what kind of bet, doesn't matter the sport, I give them out every day on the SHARPZ app. So DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. If you want every bet that I'm making every single day, all you got to do is DM me. Cash Money, I'd go Reynolds. Cash Money, I'd go Reynolds. Is Jonathan Taylor worth a flex? No, he's not. No, he's not. I think Jonathan Taylor is not going to have a good day today. Noah, I'd go Richardson. Andrew. Okay, thanks so much, Andrew. Epic Craig, I go D-Hop and Chase. By the way, guys, we have been live for almost 3 hours. On TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure you guys are a part of this community. We are live every single day. So if you haven't done so already, hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button. We're live every single day. We're about to finish our rapid fire. Hori Karis, I'd go Breida. We have just finished our rapid fire, guys, so I'm going to go back to focusing on everyone who contributes to the show. At 100,000 likes, at 100K, we will do another rapid fire session. So just got to get up to 100,000 likes, and then I will answer everybody's question just like I just did. So tap that screen At 100K, we will do another rapid fire session. Okay, Gooner. I'd go Puka. I would go with Puka. If you don't want to cannibalize him, I understand Jacoby Myers, but I still like Puka. GB fan, I'd go Mostert. GB fan, I'd go Mostert. Carter, I'd go Hollywood Brown. Carter, I'd go with Hollywood Brown, believe it or not. Just worried about the health of Debo. Appreciate all of you guys for being with us. If you guys contribute to the show, if you guys are subscribers, we're going to focus on your questions now. We will answer everybody's question at 100,000 likes. So I'm going to focus on contributors, subscribers for now, but at 100,000 likes, we will answer everybody's question. So if you don't want to subscribe, if you don't want to be a contributor, all you got to do is tap that screen. Once we get up to 100,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. But we're focused on subscribers and contributors right now, like Rich Matthews. Rich, I'd go Burrow. I'd go Joe Burrow over Stafford. It's close, but I would go Burrow. Best doggos, I'd go Dobbs. Best doggos, I'd go Dobbs, believe it or not. I don't like the matchup for Jared Goff. Carter, Hollywood Brown. Thanks so much, IP Shade 45. Great supporter. What is the photo on the wall? The picture behind me? It's actually a painting of Fenway Park. It's actually a painting of the seats I had when I was a kid at Fenway Park. Nice little note. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. GB fan, I'd go Waddle. GB fan, I would go with Waddle. Again, if you guys want my bets every day, just DM me on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. You can get every pick that I make every single day. Carter, I'd go Josh Dobbs. Carter, I'd go Josh Dobbs over Dak, believe it or not. Lori Kenny, go Cowboys, rooting for you today. Not necessarily because I clearly bet against you, but appreciate you guys being with us. We will do another rapid fire session for everybody at 100,000 likes. At 100,000 likes, I answer everybody's question. Doesn't matter if you contribute, doesn't matter if you subscribe, we're here for it. Does Ridley have a catch? I can't look. Yes, Ridley does have a catch. Ridley's actually having a decent day, I think. Oh, maybe not. No, he doesn't. Oh, that was rushing. My bad. Ridley has 56 receiving yards. No touchdowns, 56 receiving yards. He actually has 14 rushing yards. So, kind of interesting. Not a terrible day. Kind of an average day. Him and Christian Kirk have about the same number of points. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. If you haven't done so already, make sure that you hit that follow button, folks. We are focused on contributors and subscribers on TikTok. So, if you want your question answered, either contribute, subscribe, or tap that screen at 100,000 likes. 100,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. Jacksonville's driving again. Bills in trouble right now. Bills are in trouble. Waddle is on waivers. Yes, you should pick him up. Yes, you should pick him up. Yep, you should. I would pick him up. If you had to drop one, I'd drop Ingram. I'd drop Evan Ingram. Joey, I'd go Mostert. Joey Buttafuoco, I'd go with Mostert. Thanks so much for the question. It is so wonderful having you guys with us every single day. It is so great having you guys with us. Make sure you guys are a member of this great community. Joey, shit, I missed that. Mostert, I'd go Mostert. Joey, I would go with Mostert. Joey, I'd go Mostert over Wilson. Mostert over Wilson. Again, we'll do a rapid fire at 100,000 likes. Getting there. Hit that like button, guys. We'll get there fast. Traded Pollard. Gave up Carr and a second-round pick. If you got Pollard, IP Shade 45. I love that trade. Love the deal. Love the deal. My username, I'd go Kyron. My username, I'd go Kyron, though I really don't like either one of them today. Shaw, I'd go Kyron. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. We are live every single day across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. GB Fam, I'd go Pittman. GB Fam 72, I'd go Pittman. Guys, we are at 100,000 likes. At 100,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. So make sure you haven't stopped. Hit that screen. Tap that screen if you're watching on TikTok. 100,000 like. We answer everybody's question. Everybody gets their question answered. By the way, I also want to give out some more picks. So we're going to change up the live goal. We're going to change up the live goal. Live goal, every time we hit it, we're going to give out a pick. So we're going to be really easy about the live goal. Only need to hit one. Let's give out another pick, everybody. Going to give out another pick right now. We're going to go to a player prop bet. Another player prop bet that I'm going to give out right now. Christian, we've got another player. We've got 2 picks to give out. Christian, thanks so much. We've got 2 picks to give out. Next one that I'm going to give out, Matthew Stafford. And I will go over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I'm going to go Stafford over 1.5 passing touchdowns at -130. Bit of a risk, but I like it. And I will also take, let's put another one up on the board, Jamar Chase over 78.5 receiving yards. Jamar Chase over 78.5 receiving yards at -120. So those are 2 more picks for you guys. Again, every time we hit our live goal, I will give out a pick. I'm going to make the live goals a little bit easier. We'll only have 1, but that way we can automatically get to that live goal really quick. Thanks so much for contributing to the show, guys. TJ Maxx, is Stroud a good start? He's okay. I'm not crazy about him today. Not a great matchup. Ollie 13. Oh, IP Shade 45 just got us to our live goal. Fernando Medina. Who need a boom play? I'd probably go Thielen. I think Thielen probably actually has the higher upside. Ollie 13, I'd go Thielen. Ollie 13, I'd go Thielen. Thanks so much for the question. Okay, we have another pick to give out because IP Shade 45 just helped us out with our live goal. I'll go with Derrick Henry over half a touchdown. Derrick Henry over half an anytime touchdown. Feel like it's a safe play at -155. Derrick Henry over half a touchdown. Could be anytime. We like that play. Again, thank you guys so much for contributing to the show, supporting the show like you do. You guys are the absolute best. We're going to make the live goal really easy. Every time we hit the live goal, we're going to give out a pick. Again, at 100,000 likes, we will do another rapid fire session. So if you guys are asking questions right now and I'm not answering them because you don't contribute or you don't subscribe, tap the screen. Salsa, I'm telling you how to answer the question. Tap the screen at 100,000 likes. I'm going to answer everybody's question. Right now, we're focused on subscribers and contributors. But if you want me to answer your question and you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to contribute, you just want free advice, tap the screen. Once we get up to 100,000 likes, I'm going to do a rapid fire session for 20 minutes. 20 minutes of answering everybody's question. So a lot of time we'll give to everybody's question. All you have to do is tap the screen at 100,000 likes. 100,000 likes, we'll do a rapid fire session for everybody. GB fam, I'd go Mostert. GB fam, I'd go Mostert. Appreciate you guys being with us every single day. Again, 100,000 likes, we'll do an open Q&A for everybody. Right now, I'm focusing on subscribers and contributors. So, Sammy, I'm worried about Aaron Jones. Start him, I would if he could play, but I'm worried. Colin Daughtry, I'd go Flowers. Jorge's hit me up about a player prop bet. Ask about Sam Laporta. Let's go look at it. Sam Laporta. And you're looking at receiving yards. Over receiving yards is a close play. It's hitting 3 straight games. I'm a little nervous about it because the Panthers are a really good pass defense. But I'll lean towards the over. I would lean towards the over. Again, if you guys want all of my bets every single day and you don't want to wait for that live goal to be hit, make sure you DM me on Instagram. Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. I give away all of my picks for free every single day. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram. To get every pick that I make every single day. IP Shade 45, thanks so much. We have another game pick to give out. IP Shade 45, we have another player prop bet to give out. Thanks to you. Next player pick that I'm going to give out. The next player prop bet that I'm going to give out is going to be, I'm going to give you a plus money one. You guys ready? Plus money pick. I'm going to go with Josh Uche. Josh Uche of the New England Patriots over half a sack. Josh Uche of the New England Patriots at plus 134. Here's the reasoning. With Matthew Judon out, I think Josh Uche kind of slots over into that blitzing, rushing line. Twitch and on Instagram, but no worries. We're still live on TikTok every single day. So wonderful having you guys with us again. At 100,000 likes, we'll answer everybody's question. At 100,000 likes, we will answer everybody's question. So if you don't want to contribute, if you don't want to give a gift, all you have to do is hit the like button, 100K. It's my username. I go Kyron over Madison. Kyron over Madison, yep. Jay Rongo, I'd go Michael Thomas. Jay Rongo, I'd go Michael Thomas. Thanks so much. It's wonderful having you guys with us. Make sure you hit that like button. At 100,000 likes, I answer everybody's question. We'll do it for 20 minutes. So if you're not getting your question answered and you're like, screw this guy, I want him to answer my question, tap the screen. Get us up to 100,000 likes. At 100,000 likes, we will answer everybody's question. Jay Rongo, I'd go Michael Thomas. Jay Rongo, I'd go Michael Thomas. Steve-O's channel, I'd go Michael Thomas as well. Steve-O's channel, I'd go Michael Thomas. Jared Madison, I might go Madison. I just don't like Jonathan Taylor this week. 100,000 likes, we do rapid fire for everybody, and it'll probably be the rest of the show. So, if you guys want me to stop answering only subscribers and contributors, tap the screen. At 100,000 likes, I will answer everybody's question, probably for the rest of the show. So if you want to make sure that I'm focusing on your question, college and in the pros. That's a trend I gotta go with. IP Shade 45, you watch the show enough to know I'm big into trends. That's a trend that's too good to ignore. I'd go with the Falcons on the money line. Falcons on the money line. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. We're so close to 100,000 likes. Keep tapping that screen. At 100,000 likes, I answer everybody's question for the rest of the show. For the rest of the show, we will be free and available for everybody. So don't stop now. We're so close. 100,000 for you guys. Another pick coming your way, everybody. Another pick that I'm going to give out. Let's give it out. James Conner. James Conner is the pick. James Conner over, and I'm taking it at 61.5 rushing yards. 61.5 rushing yards for James Conner, and I'm getting it at minus 113. So, another player prop bet for you guys because we just hit our live goal. Thanks so much, IP Shade 45. Really appreciate you contributing to the show the way you do. We have more picks to give out, but first, we are close to... Guys, keep tapping that screen. We're so close. Let's get up to 100K. I want to answer everybody's question, but I set the benchmark and I got to hold myself to it. At 100,000 likes, we will answer everybody's question. But if you work hard right now, we will get you guys everyone's question answered. So DM me on Instagram if you want my picks. Tap that screen if you want your fantasy question answered. Let's do it. Rapid fire. Tap, tap, tap. Let's get up to 100K, everybody. We are so close. Mommy of two, Matt, PJ, Mason, I'm Not That Guy, Gorilla, Matthew, HT Cool. I'm going to answer B Money. I'll answer all of your questions. Tap that screen, everybody. Let's get up to 100,000 likes. At 100,000 likes, we are going to answer everybody's question. So tap that screen. We're getting close. We're so close. Just tap that screen, everybody. Tap that screen. Let's get up to 100,000 likes. Everybody's question gets answered. Doesn't matter if you contribute, if you subscribe. Everybody gets equal attention. All you got to do is get us up to 100K. Yes, I've set that as the benchmark. Diego, I'm trading Taylor and Addison for Bijan. Not a good deal. Diego, not a good deal. I would rather have Taylor and Addison moving forward the rest of the year. Diego, I don't think that's a good trade. Again, 100K is the threshold. At 100K, we will be live answering questions the rest of the show. So, if you want your question answered, tap the screen. At 100K, I will answer everybody's question. Jackson, if that's how you feel, okay. I like Anthony Richardson, though, today. Great matchup against the Tennessee Titans pass defense. Can't wait to get to 100K. Gonna answer everyone's fantasy questions at 100K. Man, Josh Allen just crapped the bed with that pick. And Trevor Lawrence is going to go over his passing attempts total, so I screwed that one up.
Dogfather Twin Dad. Dogfather Twin Dad. Pick 'em straight up. I go Lions. Lions, pick 'em straight up. Lions and Packers, I like it. 100K is what we're shooting for. Jackson, I go... Jackson, I would have started Ridley over... Oh, I would have started Ridley. I would have started that. I would have started Ridley over Kyron Williams. By the way, and Ridley now has over 10 fantasy points, so I think Ridley was the good play. I would have said Ridley over Kyron, so I feel good about that. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure that you guys are hitting that follow button. 100K. We're shooting for 100K. At 100K, I will answer everyone's question for free the rest of the show. So let's get up to 100,000 likes, and then we will give out more picks, more fantasy advice. 100K is the threshold. Abraham, I'd go Algier. Abraham, I'd go with Tyler Algier. Thanks so much for the question. 100K, we're so close. Jackson, I'd go Flowers. Jackson, I'd go with Flowers. Guys, we are almost there. Almost there. 100K, here we come. 100K, here we come. It's my username, I go Dell. It's my username, I go Dell. 100,000 likes. Woo! Great job, everybody. Great job, everybody. Okay, what are we going to do the rest of the show? Rapid fire, answering everybody's fantasy questions. Doesn't matter if you contribute. Doesn't matter if you subscribe. If you are watching right now, we are going to answer everybody's question. Rapid fire, rest of the show. Are you guys ready to go? I'm going to take a quick sip, and then I'm going to get off and running with your fantasy questions, everybody. You guys ready to go? Okay, we will do rapid fire for everybody. Doesn't matter where you're watching. Doesn't matter. Steve-O's, really appreciate it. Thanks, Steve-O's, really appreciate you. Okay, we're going rapid fire. Is everybody ready? Is everybody set? You all good? You know what you're doing? Everybody good? Okay, we are going to do rapid fire. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Joseph, I go Achane over Taylor. Joseph, I go Achane over Taylor, and it's not close. Let's be frank, I go Zach Ertz. Let's be frank, I go Ertz. Better matchup. Patrick, I go Jerry Jeudy. London has a tough matchup. I'd go Jerry Jeudy just barely. Jacob Vines, thanks for using our logo. Great to see you, Jacob Vines. I'd go with James Conner. Jacob Vines, I'd go with James Conner. Diego's using our logo as well. Great to see you, Diego. I'd go Achane, Kamara, and I'd like to say Aaron Jones, but the problem is if he's out, you can't play him. Kyron would be the other, but I wish you could go Aaron Jones as the third. Andre, TMC, I'd go Joe Burrow. Andre, TMC, I'd go Joe Burrow. Tyler Southworth, if you want every bet that I make every day, all of my bets are available for free. Just DM me on Instagram. If you DM me on Instagram, I will literally give you every bet that I make for free. They're on the SHARPZ app, absolutely free. You can see every bet that I make. So if you want to see them, just DM me on Instagram. Nicholas, I would start Puka. DD, I go Breida. DD, I go Breida over Sanders. Matt, I go Mostert over Kamara. Jalen Clemens. I'm a little bit worried about Olave. Just worried because that injury, but ultimately I think he plays. Owen Berg, I go Montgomery and Waddle. Let's be frank. I think I lean towards Tank Dell. Tyler Southworth, I go Warren. Buying with Biondo. I do think Stevenson's a start this week. I'm not crazy about him, but I would start him. Olave or Achane? I'd start Achane. I would start Achane. For all those that are watching, I would start Achane. Martin Ramirez. I'd go Cam Akers, but I hate both of them. You are in a tough spot. I would go Cam Akers, though. Appreciate all of those that are watching the show. Christopher Young, he wants all of my bets. Christopher Young, you just got him. If you want all of my bets every day, I give them away for free. You can follow, you can fade. Doesn't mean you like them, but you can see every bet that I make, and then you can make the determination. Just DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Just DM me. I'll share a referral code and a link. Mike Crowley, play Adams and Myers this week, or save Myers in case Adams doesn't go and play Tutu. Interesting idea. I think it's kind of a safe play. I wish you could start both Adams and Myers. I thought they would have had a good week, but Tutu is a safer bet. Alfie Henders, I'd go Pacheco. Alfie Henders, I'd go Pacheco. Jaron, I'd go with Waller. Ethan, I'd go with Ayuk. Appreciate all you guys being with us. Noah, I'd go with Hall. Noah Brinkman, I'd go with Hall. Luca Wilder, I'd go with Breida. Appreciate all of you guys. Make sure you're following Butt Fumble Sports. Hogan McKinley, I'd go Stafford. Esteban, I'd go Jacoby Myers. City Star 54, I'd go Puka. I would go Puka. User 3853, I'd go Kittle. Conde, I'd go Odell Barely. Your mom, I would start Stroud if I don't have a better option. J.M, the Chelsea fan. You want all of my bets? You just got him. JM, just hit me up on Instagram, and he's going to get every bet that I make every day. Just DM'd him the SHARPZ app referral code and link. Monkey Man, I'd go Anthony Richardson. But Rig Guy 85, I'm going to go in the other direction for you. Rig Guy 85, I'd go Kirk Cousins over Stroud. TGJ, I'd go with Michael Thomas. Zach 3377, I'd go Lamar Jackson. Matthew, I'd go Joe Burrow over Russell Wilson. Zone K Dog, I would sit Tony Pollard. Believe it or not. Wow. Tyler Ola, I would play Rice. I would go with Rice. Josh Rindy, I'd go Mixon and Swift. Thanks so much for the question. Bia Fulminis, I'd go Mims. Zach Alvarez, I'd go Derrick Henry and Flowers. Cole, I'd go with Rice. I'd go with Rice if Debo's out. I wish Debo were playing. That would obviously make it the play for me. Ashley North, I'd go with Rice. Fun Guy, I'd go with Thielen. I love Adriana. I go with Adams, but he's hurt, so I might have to lean towards Ayuk just because of the injury. Santiago. Again, Debo's injury has me worried, guys. Debo's injuries have me worried. Spencer, I'd go Montgomery and Mostert. Appreciate you. Man, the Buffalo defense is getting ravaged with injuries in this game. They are running out of time to make a comeback, and their defense is really banged up. Hogan McKinley, I'd go Saints defense. Michigan Wolverines, I'd go Lamar Jackson. I'd rather play Aaron Jones than Madison. I wish we knew he was playing. I love Jones's matchup, but I don't trust Madison at all. Maggie, I'd go Jacoby Myers. C. Turns, I'd go Laporta. 10K3Y, I'd go Waddle. It's my username. I'd go Josh Jacobs. Doug, I'd go Breida. Luis Brambilla, I'd go Watson. Lorenzo, I would make that trade. Yep, I would make that deal. Appreciate you guys being with us. Aaron, I'd go Devontae Smith. Aaron, thanks for watching. I go Devontae Smith. Nathan Waters, I'd go Pickens. TikToker, Anthony Richardson. You gotta go Anthony Richardson. K-Hart, I'd go Texans defense. Puka or Zay, I'll go with Puka just barely. JBZ, I'd go Mixon. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you hit that follow button. Andy Garmin, I'd go Achan. Again, if you want every bet that I make every single day, just DM me on Instagram. If you guys want every bet that I make every single day, DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me right now to get every bet that I make. Los Bats. I go DeAndre Hopkins. Wow. Jaguars just scored a touchdown. ETN scored. They now have an 18-7 lead. Man, my Bills bet is blowing up right now. Bills offense hasn't done anything today. Rizzard, I don't like it anymore. Their defense is way too injured right now, and they put up no offense. Where's the Bills' offense? This is one thing I don't like about the Buffalo Bills. They beat the Dolphins, and they were talking shit. The Bills thought they were the best team in the AFC. Guess what? Now you lay an egg over here in London against the Jaguars. Really disappointing. Thomas, I'd go with Sutton. Chang, I'd go with Reynolds. Bonboncito. I'd rather have Kelsey. I'd rather have Kelsey. No, Buffalo Bills losing this game would be humbling for them. Yeah, it hurts my bets. I don't care. I've got so many bets out there, it won't blow my day up. But frankly, Josh Allen, disappointing. Buffalo Bills offense, disappointing. This to me is a massive sign that the Bills are overrated. Are they good? Yes. But you come off that win against the Dolphins, if you really are the class of the AFC, you win this game against the Jaguars. And not only are they losing, they've put up 7 points. 7 points. That's it. Pathetic performance so far by Josh Allen and the Bills. I promise you, if they lose this game, I'm going to rip into them. I'm going to absolutely rip into them because the Buffalo Bills, they were acting like they were the class, the standard of the AFC. Guess what? Losers. Wrong. If you lose this game to the Jaguars, so disappointing. Elliot Robinson, great to see you. We are live every day. Elliot Robinson, hadn't seen you in a minute. Great to see you, Elliot Robinson. No, Bills are really disappointing me. Jags was in London for 2 weeks compared. You know what, Wizard of Oz? I both agree with you. I give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you're the Buffalo Bills, if you're supposed to be the best team in the AFC, I don't want to hear it. I understand your point. The time difference, the Jaguars were already there. If it comes down to that kind of variable, then I don't trust the Buffalo Bills going to Kansas City, going to Miami. If the Buffalo Bills can't win this game, I am absolutely going to take a Butt Fumble Sports dump on their head because I will be so disappointed that they just had, oh yeah, you just blew out the Dolphins. Great. Why couldn't you put up more than 7 points against the Jacksonville Jaguars? That's the question. If you lose, I'm almost okay with it. Losing's fine. 7 points through 3.5 quarters is pathetic for an offense that had as good a performance last week. Pathetically bad. Chris Films, I'd go Waddle and Hollywood Brown. Chris Films, Waddle and Hollywood Brown. No, the Bills are a fraud right now to me. By the way, I agree with you. Bills defense is getting hurt. I agree with you. They've still only put up 18 points. They've only allowed 18 points. So even with injuries, the Bills defense, I'm not knocking them. I think the Bills defense has actually done a decent job. Bills offense, you want to show up? You want to wake the hell up? You're playing a football game that matters. And if you think that this game doesn't matter, this game will determine home field seeding later on. That win against the Dolphins only means so much if you follow it up with a bad loss. Sean Duncan, I'd go Goddard. Logan Anderson, I'd go Pierce. Kevin, I'd go Tank Dell. Keanu, I'd go with Cooper Kupp. I'd go Cooper Kupp. Dalton Smith, I'd go Wilson. Kay, I'd go Addison. Luis, I'd go with Tank Dell. Aiden C, I'd go with Pierce. Final few minutes of the show, everybody. Starting to run out of some steam right now. Final few minutes of the show, everybody. Make sure that you guys are hitting that follow button. If you have not done so already, DM me on Instagram. If you want every bet that I make every single day, DM me on Instagram, everybody. I am live every day. DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me. That way you can get every pick that I make every single day. You don't have to follow. You don't have to fade. DM me every day. Wizard of Oz, if they only score 7 points in this game, I'm going to rip into them because I don't care about the time difference. I don't care that the Jaguars had the extra week in London. Bills, if you think that you are a top 2 team in the AFC, if you think you are a top 5 team in the NFL, 7 points against the Jaguars is simply not good enough. And by the way, Josh Allen, for all the talk about his talent, I feel like he disappoints me more often than he comes through. I know last week was a game you got up for. Last week was a game I expected the Bills to play well. This week, why the dud? Why the letdown? Just frickin' pathetic. Pathetic. Hate what I'm seeing from the Buffalo Bills. Which Denver running back? I don't like either one. Jay Morris, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Jay Morris, I'd go Anthony Richardson. Lethal Jake, I'd go Rice. Really appreciate you guys being with us today. We have had a great show. We've been live for 3 hours and 23 minutes. 3 hours and 23 minutes of me talking, answering your fantasy questions, obviously talking sports betting as well. Rob, thanks so much for the hat, buddy. Thanks so much for the hat. We are one money gun away from giving out another pick. One money gun away from giving out another pick. Wizard of Oz, there isn't as much time in this game as you think. Because the Bills' defense is so banged up, that's why I feel like the time clock is really working against the Buffalo Bills. They need to put up a lot of offense in a short amount of time. Are they capable of it? Yes, but their defense has to make some stops. That has me a little worried. User 65, I'd go Mostert. John Toto, I'd go Flowers. Josh, I go Olave, but I'm worried about the injury. Zeta Vino, if I have Cup, should I go with Stafford or still go Richard? I go Richardson. Zeta Vino, I go Richardson and Cup. Richardson and Cup. Appreciate all of those who are with us. Rob, I go Aaron Jones, but he might be banged up, Rob, so it's curious. McKinnon might be a nice sneaky start, so if you don't trust Jones playing, McKinnon would be the start. Mitch, 33, I go Jacoby Myers. Mitch, 33, I go Jacoby Myers. Ty, I go Michael Thomas. Ty, I go Michael Thomas. User, I go Joshua Dobbs. User, I go Joshua Dobbs. Lori Kenny, Michael Parsons is going to lay out Jimmy G. Fact, Lori G, but they don't play together today. Jimmy G doesn't play in San Francisco today. He plays in Las Vegas. He's no longer on the 49ers. So it's Brock Purdy's who's got to worry about Micah Parsons. Appreciate all those who are joining us. We have been live for 3 hours and 25 minutes. Unbelievable show today. I got to say a big thank you to all of our viewers. Adrian Marcello, I go James Conner. Adrian Marcello, I go James Conner. Wizard of Oz, penalties are killing the Bills offensively. Look, the Bills are playing a shit game. The Bills are playing a bad game. And what disappoints me is after you play arguably your best game of the year, I hate seeing a team play their best and then follow it up with a flop. I think, you know who does that? The Dallas Cowboys. The Buffalo Bills are behaving right now like the Dallas Cowboys. You impressed me last week when people weren't that high on you. You come back the following week after everybody is hyping you up and you lay a frickin' egg. So disappointing right now. So disappointing. Appreciate you guys being with us. Fisher Iverson, I go Michael Wilson. Fisher Iverson, I go Michael Wilson. By the way, I'm still hoping the Bills come back and win this game. I've got bets on them. I'm just saying, if they lose this one, Buffalo Bills, you will earn the reputation as fraud in my eyes. You can't be the best team in the AFC if you have this kind of game a week after dominating the Dolphins. So I need to see more from the Bills. Is there time left? Only 5 minutes, so you don't have that much time in this game. I don't trust them at all to make this comeback right now. Cole K, I'd go Mostert. Cole K, I'd go with Mostert. Wizard of Oz is liking the rant. If you guys like my rants, by the way, make sure you hit that follow button. Lori Kenny, this is what I'm talking about. There are certain teams that deliver. I think the Eagles are actually a great example of the Eagles can play a great game or a bad game. I still think they win. They're still consistent. Even when they don't play their best, they find ways to win. But the Cowboys, the Bills, every time we hype them up, every time we put them on that gold medal pedestal, guess what they end up doing? Stinking up the joint, laying an egg. I think the Buffalo Bills, this could be one of my most disappointing performances of the year. 7 points through 3.5 quarters. They better score some points late in this game. Zone K-Dog, I'd start Wilson. Zone K-Dog, I'd start Wilson. E-Man. I get Brees Hall in there, E-Man. I get Brees Hall in there. Get him in your flex. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit that follow button. We are live every single day. Make sure you hit that follow button. We're live every day. I will be live later today, by the way, ranting about the games, talking to you guys about sports bets. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, hit that follow button. Make sure you're a member of this community. Ronnie G, I'd go Michael Thomas. Ronnie G, I'd go Michael Thomas. Wizard of Oz, so grateful. Thank you for watching the show. We are live every day. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. We are live every day. I'd sit Olave. Wilt Z, I'd sit Olave. We are live every day. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit the follow button. Miles Sanders' opinion, don't like him today. He's facing a great run defense. I don't feel like it's Miles Sanders' fault this year. Bad offensive line, rookie quarterback. He's doing the best he can. Impossible situation for him, Fisher Iverson. But no, I do not like him today. I do not like him today. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're a part of this show. Gabe Davis just got a touchdown. First of all, I will say I just cashed on Josh Allen over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That was one of my favorite bets of the day. I put it in my newsletter this morning, so at least we cash on that. That said, the Bills are down by 5 points. They need to go for 2. We'll see if they get the 2-point conversion right now. Daniel P, pick 3. I'd go Pittman, Puka, and Cup. Daniel P, Pittman, Puka, and Cup. Those would be the 3. Oh my God! Offensive pass interference by Stephon Diggs. The touchdown is off the board. Brutal. Buffalo Bills, you're a fraud. The offensive performance today, terrible, awful. Buffalo Bills, biggest disappointment of the week already. You and the Commanders. The Commanders were the biggest disappointment of the week. They won that already. But Buffalo Bills, this is one of the worst offensive performances I have seen from a team that's supposed to be a top 3, top 5 team in the NFL in a long time. Buffalo Bills, frauds. I'm calling it now, right now. They could still go on and have a great year, but this is one of the worst performances after you had such a great game against the Dolphins. This is the performance you have the following week. What a bunch of frauds. I cannot believe this is how they play. Teagan, I'd go Puka. Teagan, I'd go Puka. Gray J, I'd go Breida. Pittman over Collins, I'd go Pittman over Collins. By the way, Josh Allen does get a passing touchdown to Gabe Davis on literally the next play. Defensive pass interference overturned. So again, we're right back to where we were. We're right back to the Bills being within a 2-point conversion away. But, man, you can just hear it. I'm incredibly frustrated by the Bills. E-Man, I'd start Brees Hall. Brees Hall over Kyren Williams. Guys, I don't like Kyren Williams today. He's not one of my favorite plays. I really like Brees Hall. Okay, if you guys haven't done so, if you want every bet that I make every day, NFL, MLB, college football, NBA, college basketball when it comes. If you want every kind of bet that I make, player prop bet, game pick, parlay, total, DM me on Instagram. If you want every bet that I make for free, every day, every bet that I make for free, DM me on Instagram. I give out all of my picks for free every single day. So DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. DM me on Instagram. I will give you every pick that I make for free. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram. I'll share the link in the referral code. That way you never miss a pick. Never miss a pick. Moody, I'd go with Thomas. Moody, I'd go with Thomas. Flashy YT, great to see you. Thanks for following us on TikTok. Cam, I'd go Jerry Jeudy, barely. Again, if you guys want all of my picks every single day, by the way, Horatio, all you have to do is hit on my profile, Butt Fumble Sport. I think there's no S in the app. So Butt Fumble Sport, click on my profile. Go to my profile. You can literally sort through all of my picks, sort through all of my bets, and find them every single day. Chris Salerno, guess what you're getting, buddy? Every bet that I make every day. So Chris Salerno, make sure that you go hit me up. If you guys haven't done so already, do what Chris Salerno just did. DM me on Instagram. I will give you a link and a referral code so you can get every bet that I make. Player prop bet, game pick, parlay, doesn't matter. Every bet that I make is free every single day. All you have to do is DM me on Instagram. Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. Yep. The pending button. Sort by sport or sort by type of bet? There you go. There you go. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. And again, if you want all of my bets every day, just DM me on Instagram. Guys, we have been live for 3 hours and 33 minutes. 3 hours and 33 minutes. It has been one of my favorite shows that we have ever done. I am so grateful to this community. I am so happy that we got to do this show today. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. It has been so much fun talking football with you guys. No matter where you're watching, no matter what you do, no matter the platform, no matter what, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're a member of this community. Subscribe on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're a follower. We are growing every single day, and it's because of your support, you sharing the channel, you liking the channel, you watching the channel. You guys make this company and this network possible. I am so grateful. If I don't say it enough, thank you guys. Without you, we simply would just be one guy talking sports on TikTok. That wouldn't be good enough. Thanks to you, we are a network. We are growing. We are getting close to 60,000 followers on TikTok. Close to 70,000 followers on all of our platforms, and I hope you are one of them. To everybody who contributed to the show, to everybody who watched the show today, to everybody who supports me, my company, and everything that Butt Fumble Sports does, thank you guys so much. I cannot say thank you enough. This audience and community is as loyal, dedicated, and fantastic as I could possibly ask for. If I don't say it enough, thank you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. I will be back live later today to talk more football with you guys. But until then, I hope you stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. Enjoy today, guys. We have a full day of football, a great Sunday night game. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you haven't done so already, if you want all of my bets, here's your shot. DM me on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. You can get every pick that I make. Now's that chance. DM me on Instagram. There's still time to get your bets in. So DM me on Instagram. You'll get a referral code and link for every bet that I make every single day. You never miss a pick every single day. I am so grateful for all that you guys do for me. Can't wait to talk to you guys later. Enjoy NFL Sunday, everybody. There are only so many of them during the year. I hope this one is a great one. I hope you cash a ton of tickets today. I hope you win your fantasy matchups. Obviously, I hope you have the best Sunday you possibly can. One more time, I want to give a big shout out. One of my best friends just had his first child, Riley Elizabeth Mara. Welcome to this amazing world, Riley. You have two great parents in Pat and Katie. You are one of the luckiest children I will ever know. So, to Riley Elizabeth Mara, welcome into this world. I hope you enjoy your first NFL Sunday and your first red zone, even if you can't open those little baby eyes. Guys, thanks so much for watching the show. I'll be live later with you guys today. Until then, enjoy your day, and I'll see you later, everybody. Goodbye.